Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. What the fuck is still playing? Why did audio continue to happen? Oh, because of because of these precious boys. Oh wow, that must have been obnoxious as hell having that in front of the alerts. Too late now. Too late now. Ba-bam. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? It is Thursday evening for me. Coming up on 8 p.m. You know. And I have a game. I have a game that I found on Steam the other day. And I bought it. And I forgot that I bought it. And then I was like, man, I don't know if I want to play Apex. But I don't know what else I could play. And then I opened up Steam. And I saw this game, Arcade Spirits. And I was like, oh, fuck, that's right. Apparently this game is really good. I was looking at the reviews for it. And everybody was like, this is such a great visual novel. I was like, man, it's been a while since I've done a visual novel. So, hey, let's do it. Fuck it. Is it that Shadow of the Colossus clone? Yeah, totally. I played the demo and I'm so excited. Excellent. Very excited. Before we begin, Potato, thank you for gifting a sub to Slothy Scribs. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Be sure to thank Potato for that. That one, Chevy, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Avi, thank you for the 42 months. Harmonic Feedback, thank you for the 15. Avi gifted a sub to Sky Tessa. Sky Tessa, welcome to your 5th month. Be sure to thank Avi. Broken Bow, thank you for the 14. Live the Popcorn Fart, thank you so much for subscribing. Bloodfire, thank you for the 34 months. Windy Bun, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the Katogungu. Mocha Choco Cat, thank you very much for the 1 year. Happy anniversary. I hope you're having an amazing day. Thank you so much for all of the support. Elizabeth Hayes, thank you for the 7 months. King of Sloth for the 18. Absolute Uppercut, thank you for the 3. Cinnamon Bun Bun for the 4. Assassin Man for the 4. Jazzy Dude for the 2. I love your content. I started getting into it again when you started the playthrough of Catherine. Oh, no way. Well, welcome back. Cookie, thank you for the 18 months. Dr. Jackal for the 43. May Malay for the 15. That one, Chevy, gifted some subs. Gifted a bunch of subs. Oh, my goodness. That one, Chevy, gifted subs to Lukewarm Garbage. What a great name. Lukewarm Garbage, Silver Wolf Queen, Eldal Torino, Bugenhagen, and Triceraptor. Triceraptor. Yeah. All of you, welcome to the Cat Gang. Be sure to thank that one, Chevy, Chevy, in chat for those. Thank you so much, Chevy. Killix, thank you for the 29 months. Nopey Just Nopey for the 7. The Pixel Lady for the 27. The Real Al Gamer for the 2 years. Happy anniversary. Thank you very, very much. J Money, thank you for the 7 months. And Matthew B, thank you for the 13. She didn't beat it yet. Are you talking about Darkest Dungeon? Yeah, I haven't beaten Darkest Dungeon yet. I was watching you and Jesse's Captain Spirit videos to refresh myself for Life is Strange 2. When you guys found the art book in the house called Teen Spirit with the girl looking uncomfortable on the cover, it freaked me right out. Yeah, no joke. I don't think that I realized that when we played it. I think I saw something about that after we had played it. I feel like I'm in 7th grade again, Dodger doing a visual novel. Yeah, man. Let's do it. Yeah, I was trying to remember what the last one was that I did. Where, like, I actually did the voices, right? Because, like, we did The Letter with Jesse, which absolutely counts as a visual novel, but it had full voice acting. So, didn't it? Yeah, it had full voice acting. So, that was a little different.
Coffee drinking burrito babe.
So I did not Hotful Boyfriend. Oh my God. Not Boyfriend Dungeon. Dream Daddy. I did Dream Daddy on stream. So there was that. Aviary Attorney. Yeah. But I think Dream Daddy was the most recent game like that I did. Boyfriend Dungeon, lol. It's a game. That's a game. Look up Boyfriend Dungeon. I'm auditioning for a voice in Boyfriend Dungeon. Wish me luck, guys. I miss Dream Daddy. God damn it. Yeah. Yeah, right when it came out, we did Dream Daddy. The fan art that came out of Dream Daddy was mwah, like so good. It was incredible. Wait. Oh, I won't have it on this computer. Never mind. I was going to say, oh, wait, I have a folder called fan art, but I don't. Not on this one. It's on the other one. Are you going for the boyfriend or the dungeon? I auditioned for both, so we'll see what I get. Oh, these good artifacts. Get out of here. Wait, is the boyfriend a dungeon or the boyfriend in a dungeon? You'll just have to find out, my dude. How's Clark? Clark is great. She will not be joining us. She's great. She's asleep. I played a demo of Boyfriend Dungeon at TwitchCon. It's a fun idea. Yeah. She needs to stay asleep. I mean, I hope she does. She woke up from her last nap sobbing. The only thing we can assume when she does that is that she had a nightmare, but I don't know what she would have nightmares about. I was really hungry and no one brought me a bottle. Nightmare. Like, I'm not sure what that would be, but yeah, every now and then she like wakes up crying and we're like, what happened? It's either she had a nightmare, don't know what it would be, but she had a nightmare, or she slept in a weird position and has a crick in her neck. Like, that's got to be a thing, right? Babies sleep so stupid. Baby's sleep is just ridiculous. So there's got to be times where she wakes up and is like, everything hurts. Like, that must be a thing. What's with the flashing? Is flashing happening? I don't know. The concept of a baby having nightmares that it can't communicate to others is freaking horrifying, right? It must be so frustrating. Like, people are always like, man, being a baby would be the best. Somebody just like changes your diaper and feeds you food and you just complain and roll around and play and you sleep and it's great. Babies like can't communicate at all. Like, how unbelievably frustrating would that be? To be completely dependent on people that you can't talk to. Like, you can't tell them what you want. Yeah, no thank you. Also, Sam and I went to Sam's Club, which is basically Costco. We went to Sam's Club, and I was like, oh, you want to go down the snack aisle? And he was like, sure. But while we were going down the snack aisle, he was responding to an email or something, so he wasn't really paying attention. We got to the next aisle and he was like, oh, what did you grab in the snack aisle? And I was like, I got freeze-dried fruit and I got trail mix. And he was like, what the fuck? And just like turned around and went back in. But hey, I've got freeze-dried fruit to try. Got apples, freeze-dried apples, freeze-dried strawberry, banana, whatever the fuck. And freeze-dried tropical fruit is mango and pineapple and more bananas. I'm trying to have healthy snacks around, guys. I made good decisions. Thank you. Thank you. I sometimes will find myself going, man, I could really go for some candy. I eat the candy. I don't feel better. I don't feel better after I have candy. So I've decided I'm going to have fruit and shit around, because at least, even if I still don't feel better, I'm in the same boat. Have you guys ever watched the videos of people harvesting cashews? We should ban cashews. It's crazy. A 3-pound bag. It's a lot. Look, I'm just saying. Go look up how they get cashews. They have to wear fucking like hazmat suits. All the shit that surrounds the cashew is deadly. Like, shit's crazy. Like, who figured that out? Who was like, I got this. Wait, which one am I eating? Oh, tropical fruit. It started to fall.
Welcome, you.
So they're freeze dried,
Loving
right? They're not dehydrated.
burrito.
So these are different from what's in here. There's a lot of air in them. It's weird. It feels like I could put this in my mouth and it would just melt. They won't. They won't, as it turns out. I mean, it's good. Yeah. There's nothing added to it. It's literally just freeze-dried fruit, and then they put it in a baggie. Ingredients. Freeze-dried banana. Freeze-dried pineapple. Freeze-dried mango. That's it. That's it. That's all that's going on here. I've never caught a stream before. This is interesting. What's up, Two Spleens? I'm reviewing freeze-dried fruit, I guess. You're allergic to mango. Man, people can be allergic to anything. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The banana bits, hella tastes like banana. The mango, hella tastes like mango. Mm-hmm.
Welcome, you fine cat-loving, coffee-drinking burrito babe.
Pretty all right. I just looked up how they harvest cashews. They don't do it in hazmat suits. Exposed. Have you seen that reviewer that only reviews packaged meals for soldiers? No, but it doesn't surprise me that that exists.
Burrito babe.
How good was it out of 10? It tasted like fruit. Expected fruit, got fruit. I guess I would say, if I was going to rate this, what would be the it would be taste. Wait, what is it on taste, presentation, and creativity? Is that it? Taste. It was exactly what I expected. So I would give it like an 8. Cuz it tasted good. It tasted like fruit. It tasted exactly like the fruit I expected. But it could have surprised me more in a good way, you know. Presentation. The bag had a lot of air in it. 4 out of 10. And creativity. I don't think a lot of people are freeze drying fruits and trying to sell them to people. More people should do that. That's a fun time. 9 out of 10. All right, guys, let's play Arcade Spirits. Let's play Arcade Spirits. It's time to play Arcade Spirits. Yummy, yummy, colorful Arcade Spirits. Everything is a nursery song in my house now. Do food reviews on the side when you start your beauty channel? Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. So that song, wait, so before we start, hold on. So that song is on there's a kids channel called Coco Melon. Honestly, they're quality shit. Out of like everybody who's making that kind of stuff, they're pretty great. They have a song that's about colors that they've reused for a couple of different things. So one of them was about fruit, like finding different colored fruit. And another one is, and again, it's the same tune and it's the same like
Welcome, you
pattern. It's just the theme is different, you know?
Burrito babe.
So the other one that makes Sam so angry. Sam gets angry about nursery rhymes for the most hilarious reasons. So the second one is about cars. So all of the kids, it's in the like family dynamic of these songs. It's an older brother, a sister, and a baby brother. And so the three of them are saying about their new toy cars. It's time to paint our new toy cars, right? What color should they be? Fire truck. Red. I'm gonna paint the fire truck red, right? Etc., etc. So then it's a montage of them painting each of the cars and trucks in order. Okay. So the first one, again, fire truck. All right, I'm gonna paint the fire truck red. They're all painting the fire truck red. Sam gets so angry because every time they pan, like it'll show the brother doing a little bit of painting, the sister doing a little bit of painting, and then they go to the baby. The baby's always got the car like this with the windshield here, right? And the baby's just doing this all over the front of the car. And then the reveal after the painting montage is always, wow, it looks great. And it looks like a fucking professional mini painter painted this car, right? And he's like, there should be paint all over that fucking windshield. That baby had no control. There should be paint everywhere. So good. It makes me laugh every time. It's ruining my immersion. He just gets so mad. I'm like, well, Sam, they had to make a choice. They had to either decide all of the trucks were going to look like garbage because children are painting them, or the trucks were going to look incredible. And I bet they decided it would be better for the aesthetic of the video to have the cars look good at the end. And he's like, no. So, hold on. You know what? I'm going to find it. Y'all can review it for yourself. Y'all can go Coco Melon Toy Cars. The car color song. Here it is. Oh, God damn it. There it is. Car color song. Which of these movies have you heard of? YouTube has been doing surveys every single time I try to watch something. Which of these movies have you heard of? Ugly Dolls. Yep. Aladdin. Yep. The Hustle. No. Pokemon Detective Pikachu. Fuck yes. Where's the fuck yes button? Submit answer. Sorry, I'm sure that was loud. That's the way that the Cocomelon video starts. Okay, anyways. Let's play a visual novel. Fuck. Pop you open. 18 million views. No, for like, kids will watch this shit over and over and over and over and over. Preps. Preps. There we go. How's the audio? Okay. Style neon. Neon or pixel? Oh shit. Database system online. New profile detected. Analyzing. Analyzing. New profile, number 237771. Economic bracket, lower middle. Employment category, bleak. Current emotional health rating, low. Ideal candidate for premium level assistance. Proceed. What the fuck? The game just fucking ends. Premium level assistance re-requested. Proceed. Pretty please. Overriding denial of assistance. Establishing premium services for profile number 237771. Justification. Hope. Hope should be rewarded. Spirit must be restored. Now compiling personal metadata. Oh shit. RE Cater. God damn it. It has to be slight. It can't always be the same name, guys. Okay. Hair color. Orange as hell. Done. Pronoun. She. Sure. Eye color. Orange as hell. Hairstyle. Short. Medium. Or long. Go medium. Clothing color. Orange as hell. Hell yeah. Skin tone. If we're aiming for me, butt bag is typically a bit lighter. Wow, not like that though. Yeah. This is the standard butt back aesthetic, I think. Oh god, so much orange. What's the problem? Is there a problem? There isn't orange skin. God. If only. Done. Name, Buttbag McBooty. Pronoun, she. Is this correct? Yep, that's correct. Premium level assistance for profile number 237771. Buttbag McBooty has been activated. For the sake of her hopes and dreams. You may not like it, but this is peak aesthetic. How long is a work of fiction? All references to trademarked classic arcade game titles are used. Oh, Jesus. I took too long. Winners don't use drugs, guys. Fiction Factory Games. Aww. Level 1, put your quarter up. What does that mean? Oh, like to put it up to say that you're next. It is the future year 20XX, a dark era in which mankind is pushed to the brink of catastrophe. Woe be to the human race, plagued by evil, terrifying, utterly sinister, I don't know, robots? Maybe? Evil robots? I don't know. How's that work? Sorry, future year 20XX is pretty much what you'd expect it to be. Non-flying cars, smartphones, pro-gamer celebs, internet trolls, personal assistant AIs, cheese-flavored snack foods. But even with such wonders as 20XX holds, to date I've had no part in any of them. I've worked as a dishwasher, a shoe salesperson, and lifeguard for the local community pool. I don't care what era of human history you live in. Kitties peeing in the pool is a constant thing. Trust me on this. As for the bustling metropolis of 24-hour neon utopia you see here, my little corner of it isn't nearly as shiny and cool. Let me show you. I've had an apartment like this, yeah. Behold, my quaint little apartment. Can't complain, really. It's paradise in a relative sense. I can only pay half the rent. Neighborhood stabbings have been down this year. And also, my roomie picks up any stray socks or shirts I leave lying around. In fact, as things go, living large compared to most in my family tree. Or at least I was before today.
Got fired from another job?
Voices are on! Turn those voices off. Voice volume down. Quips? Good for streamers. What does this mean? Oh. So maybe I can have it so that the dialogue is off, but quips are on? No, because we have to establish what these characters sound like for ourselves. And if quips are on, they're gonna pop up every now and then and we'll be like, it's really messing with our aesthetic. So we're gonna leave everything off. I will do my own quips. Thank you. Yeah, Juniper, that's not your voice. I've decided. Just to be contrary. Your voice is, oh my god, you got fired from another job? Seriously? Seriously, buttbag? That's like 3 jobs since we left the suburbs. The horrified-looking young woman here would be my roommate and childhood friend, Juniper. Juniper is the one who spearheaded this effort to co-rent an apartment. She's also the one who encouraged me whenever I lost a job, like, you know, today. I don't get why you aren't more upset about this. Like, I'm upset? I'm upset on your behalf, so come on, like, share the load a little, okay? Here's the big question. I'm gonna leave this up to y'all. Does Buttbag have the voice? This is an important question. This will determine a lot. Okay, great. Great, my child's asleep.
Pool's closed, Juniper. There's not much that I can do about that, so why get upset?
Because you actually enjoyed that job. More than you enjoyed dishwashing soap and smelly socks at the very least.
Well, I'm not the complaining sort. These things just happen. Things fall apart. The center doesn't hold.
It's a bit morbidly poetic, isn't it?
No, I mean, the community center literally fell apart, and the pool just won't hold water anymore. Whatever. I'll just get another job. Any job will be fine as long as we can make rent, right?
Wrong. I saw how mopey and tired you were coming home every night from those other crappy jobs. At least when you got back from the pool each day, I sometimes caught you smiling. What's the point of us moving away from home if not to get away from all of that? I mean, we both left that town so that we could try to find happiness, right? I just want us to be happy, you know? Like both of us.
Well, I thought you hated your job.
Alright, no deflecting. This is about you. My mind is made up. Oh, cute. Sorry. My mind is made up. We're going to find you a job that's just as good, if not better, than the lifeguarding job. Let's start from the top. What's like your dream?
Well, I'm standing in front of class to give a speech. I forgot to put on my pants, and...
Your dream job.
Oh. I don't know, Juniper. I never really gave it any serious thought.
Well, hey, I've got just the thing to help you out. Juniper pulls out her phone, rapidly tapping an unlock code into the glass before pointing out a little pink icon. It's a virtual life coach app. Like, mine keeps me from being late to meetings, totally free. My cousin introduced it to me.
Wasn't he the guy who ended up in the ER after making a homemade flamethrower?
I mean, it would have worked if he got the fuel mixture in his water gun right. Anyway, I'm sending you a copy, and I got a pop-up an hour ago offering me 500 points just for recommending it to a friend, so that's like a great timing.
Well, as long as you're earning points, I guess.
At least give it a try, okay? Like, maybe it can point you at some good jobs, one with less socks and or urine.
I'll think about it.
Okay, but don't think too long, okay? Look at me, God, look at the ennui on my face. In the end, I installed the app. Couldn't bear to see Juniper fretting over me like that. Not that I find it annoying. I mean, it's more that she has enough trouble in her life without troubling herself over my life, too. Both of us had it rough, up to and through the point where we left home to try and start a new life. A better one. She deserves better than me and my problems. Bless her sweet heart. She means well. She's been firmly in my corner for all of my life. The two of us against any dark forces aligning against me. Against myself, if it came down to that. But that's not to say she's good at being my advocate. Enthusiastic, sure, but skilled? Not really. Typically, the fantastic opportunities and self-help resources she sends my way are pyramid schemes or something. She's gung-ho about... Somebody sent me a pyramid scheme today. It was incredible. It's the first time it's happened in a really long time. Sorry. That just made me remember. Somebody that I went to high school with that I haven't talked to in forever sent me an MLM message, and I was like, what? Anyways, she's gung-ho about lending me a helping hand, but yeah. Main reason I went ahead and installed the app was to make sure Juniper wasn't about to get her kidneys sold on the black market or something. Still, no sense messing around with it now. A good night's rest would act as a neat little emotional reset button. Right? Right. Wow, thanks, I hate it. No dreams, no nightmares, just 8 hours of sweet, sweet black. By the time morning light leaked in through the cracks in the blinds, I didn't care anymore about being unemployed again. Juniper had already left to catch a bus to her office. She typically leaves before dawn, but she left a note for me pinned to the tiny fridge we share. Remember to download the app and find your dream job. Make money, sort your life out. I totes believe in you. Okay, so moment of truth. Do I trust in Juniper's weird app or find some job that pays well enough to cover the bills? Figuring at the very least her miracle app could possibly help me find a job, I load it up, tap the icon, and...
Drinking burrito, babe.
Oh my.
Hello? Huh?
Okay, see, that's what I mean. Anybody else would freak out over a cute girl climbing out of their phone. Me, I said, huh. Also, it's one of those new kind of 3D screens, so, you know, not actually the magic here. It's very normal in the distant future of 20XX, okay?
Thank you for downloading Iris, your personal life coach. This is the ad-supported free version, sponsored by Pizza Yums. Did you know that when you have pizza on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime? When pizza's on a bagel, you can eat pizza anytime. Well, would you like to subscribe to Pizza Facts?
Yes.
Thank you for subscribing to Pizza Facts. I'm here to help you get your dream job, your dream house, and your dream partner. I'm here to make all your dreams come true. That's a pretty tall order for an app. Are you some sort of... djinn?
I can never remember how to say that word.
Well, I suppose in the modern parlance, a massively interconnected database searching virtual assistant could be considered a kind of genie in a bottle. But honestly, all I can do is give you the chance to improve your life. What you do with it is up to you. I could cross-reference search data for you, but without motivation, you won't get anywhere.
I glanced up from my phone at the heaps of laundry and half-finished books and other items strewn about my apartment.
Motivation is something I have a ton of. Honest. Well, that's super. I'm really looking forward to working with you. Before we begin, do you have questions? Sure, why do I need this app? I mean, my phone already has a voice-activated assistant AI. I can just say, hey phone, search the web for job listings, and it would work just as well. Right, but I have an advanced emotional language interpreter, and I'm smarter than the average program with more heart. And I can help you sort your life out by analyzing your personality and finding you a perfect path in life. All thanks to my glorious, wondrous, patent-pending, super-duper identity identifier system! Between you and me, they really, really wanted an acronym that matched my name, but couldn't figure out what to do with the letter R. So, anyway, would you like to know more? Sure. Every time you think about saying something, I can tag it with an identity. That way you can be the sort of person you want to be. This system allows me to better understand who you are and what you need from life. I do this by analyzing your tone, inflection, and word choice. I can spot 5 different identity identifiers in your responses to people. Quirky, steady, kindly, gutsy, and basically... It sounds to me like your programmers also wanted a bunch of things ending in Y. That's correct. My branding game is on point. Quirky responses use jokes, snark, and sarcasm to make light of a situation. Just the thing for picking up someone's spirits, but a badly timed joke may not win over the room. A steady response is sincere, honest, and logical. When you stop and think before speaking, you're on steady ground, but that might not take someone's feelings into account. Kindly responses are compassionate and empathetic, and gentle in nature. They're careful with the feelings of others, but they're sometimes wishy-washy as a result. Gutsy responses go with your gut. When you're brash, bold, risk-taking, and instinctive, you're gutsy. But it also means being blunt, confrontational, and aggressive, so be careful. Lastly, you can always just do the basic option. It's a balanced, neutral response, safely moving the conversation along while learning more and digging deeper. Over time, I'll build up a personality profile for you based on the identity identifiers detected in your speech. Maybe you'll be predominantly quirky, genuinely steady, a mix of both, who knows, it's up to you. So, what you're saying is I should always try to crack jokes or be super gutsy? And I should never speak basically? I mean, being basic is bad, right? It sounds bad. Oh, heck no, they're all useful in the right context. There are no bad choices. Consider what you could say and go with what feels right in the moment. Don't limit yourself. You could gamify your personality, but it's more fun to just let it happen naturally, you know? Just be you. This is the game being like, don't overthink shit. Just play the fucking game. Letting it happen naturally is kind of my thing. I'm a go-with-the-flow sort of person. Nothing bothers me. Well, you might be interested in this next feature then. This app you've downloaded can let you see identity indicators if you want. That way you can make an informed decision. But if you prefer, I can hide the indicators, keeping it a surprise, to let you simply go with the flow, as you say. Which would you like? Do you want to see colored identity indicators or leave them hidden?
Oh, hide them, for sure.
No? So mysterious. Okay, I'll hide them for you. You'll always be able to spot basically responses, though. Now let's see my patent-pending identity identifier system in action. How do you feel about dad jokes?
High jokes, I'm dad. I don't tell non-jokes. High jokes, I'm dad.
Hi, jokes, I'm dad. Seriously? I never said I was good at dad jokes, just that I could go for them, you know. Well, anyway, as we go along, I'll analyze and tally your identity identifiers. In fact, let me show you now. Will you look at that? Such a strong personality. You asked me one question. Off to a great start, I would say. And hang on, you're scoring me? Didn't you say not to gamify my personality? Well, I said you shouldn't. I'm an app, I think in numbers. I gotta gamify it a little. Anyway, studies show that achievements, or Chivos, as the kids say, encourage app engagement. Okay, well, what's with the empty space on the left? Oh, I also track vocal responses from people you meet. Once you get to know some folks, I'll let you know how well you're getting along with them over there.
Relationship score is great. So, will you also tell me what the correct responses are to avoid making enemies, or do I need to go find a walkthrough for the vast game you're making of my daily life?
Butt bag, you're looking at this the wrong way. Generally, people won't get super annoyed at you unless you deliberately and repeatedly provoke them. It'll be obvious when you're doing that. I promise you, if you bungle a few social encounters, it won't really hurt anything. No cheating needed. Just relax and have fun. Don't feel so pressured to perform. It all works out in the end.
Okay, in other words, don't freak out too much about what the right thing to say is.
Exactly. Just be you. Be yourself. And good things are bound to happen. Anyway, you can access your scorecard anytime you like with the Q key, or click on the score in the upper right corner of the screen.
We're scored? Oh, God.
And that's everything. Ta-da!
Okay, but how is any of that supposed to help me get a job?
Huh?
I only downloaded this app because my roomie claims you're a great life coach for unemployment. I mean, what good will taking the quiz off the back of a supermarket checkout rack magazine do with that?
Well, it'll help me understand your spirit, obviously.
You can talk to ghosts? Is there a ghost in the room right now? Am I a ghost? You have to tell me if I'm a ghost, that's the rule.
No, silly, I mean your spirit, like your hopes and dreams, your life's passions. I can even help you find romance.
Romance? Seriously?
Seriously. Often you can find your soulmate and your dream job in the same place.
I wonder what that's going to be.
But if you'd rather focus on gainful employment, that's fine too.
Workplace dating. Well, that's a recipe for disaster. Hitting on coworkers right from day one can be kind of awkward. Or am I looking for love and ready to start right out the gate? Never get a second chance to make a first impression. If I meet the right person, I put it off. How do I want to handle this new opportunity? Oh. I'm open to the possibility if I meet anyone nice. Let's stay focused. I'll play it cool on day one. I'm not interested in romance, Iris. So you can play this game without trying to date anybody?
I think I'm mature enough to juggle both at once. Why not?
Super. And remember, the choice is yours. If you're not comfortable with other people, stay professional. Now, let's get started. To finish analyzing your personal history, please authorize me to read your social media feeds and personal information metadata.
Aha, I knew it! This is a scam. I'm gonna wake up in a bathtub of ice missing a kidney.
Well, sure, I could help you register as an organ donor. Oh, you were being sarcastic. Sorry, I haven't quite finished analyzing your personality, so I couldn't tell. Anyway, relax. I won't share your information with any third parties. It's strictly so I can find your dream job. Am I authorized?
Another wonderful Juniper recommendation here, just like the 17 self-help books on my shelf. Still, 18th time's the charm, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, the music changed.
Analyzing. Please enjoy this recorded music.
So, do I just stand here, or...?
Thank you for waiting. I've identified your dream job and arranged an interview. 30 minutes from now. Please put on some nice clothes. You know, nicer than those. Please. I don't think it's too much to ask.
What?
For your interview, silly, you want to look your best.
But we just... How did you land my dream job in 20 seconds?
Simple. I'm awesome. Now, get a move on. Tut. You need to catch the 8:20 a.m. bus. 9 minutes away.
Well, okay, this is happening. But I do have a chance to get off this runaway train. Nobody says I have to obey my new digital fairy godmother. I could delete the app, go find a real job. That'd be the safest option. I want to know what happens if I say I want to end it. Iris cares about my spirit, and I care about my bank account. If there's food on the plate, who cares if I'm happy and content? Who cares if I'm happy? Not me. This world doesn't reward people who follow their dreams. I've had that beaten into my head time and time again. I've got bills to pay, no job to pay them with. At this point, I'll take whatever looks good. Safe bet. After deleting Juniper's app from my phone, I start looking at the real help wanted listings. I made the right decision. Did I? I made the right decision. Eventually, I found an entry-level job at an office not too far from Juniper's. I worked hard, day in, day out, 9 to 5, mandatory lunch break, mandatory overtime. Years slid by before I could even blink. My bank account steadily ticked upward. I finally started leading a comfortable, safe little life. Eventually, Juniper left. She'd quit her cubicle job to become an artist. How silly. She'll never have a 401k plan or stock options that way. Eventually, I got married, raised 2 kids, bought a dog. Too tired to really play with them or really do much of anything to raise them, but whatever. My hair went gray. My health started dropping, but it's fine. I had insurance to cover it all, pills to keep me afloat and breathing. I met up with Juniper sometime after we parted ways. For some reason, she seemed sad to see me like this. I'm not sure why. I'm a success. This is what I wanted. I did the right thing. I took the safe bet. I broke the curse. I sacrificed every dream I had, yeah, but at least I can die knowing I succeeded in life by every metric society demanded. I'm a winner. Everything's fine. It's fine. It was fine. The achievement is called the good end. I won. I won the game. Load my quick save. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Anyway, sure. A normal person, someone with standards, would have deleted the app right there rather than hop a bus to meet up with what were very likely men with sharp knives and a taste for kidneys. But me, I was already getting dressed before she'd finished the sentence. It's not that I believed the silly app's claims at serving my hopes and dreams on a silver platter. Honestly, I expected another shoe salesman job at best. But, well, it's worth a laugh. I choose to trust in science. What is my dream anyway? What the hell? Let's do it. Or like I always say, go with the flow. Okay, so this is the little bubby doo will be there for all of the like safe answers. What the hell? Let's do it. Oh yeah. Juniper's right. I need to get my life in gear. What's the harm in diving into something this wacky? There could be a lot of harm, granted, but the alternative is to mope around our apartment for weeks and then, egads, get a job anyway. So I thought, screw it. I'm in on this runaway train. Let's see how far it goes. As I came to realize weeks later, turns out that was the best impulsive decision I've ever made. Yay! So bold. The bus drops me off, oddly enough, not very far from Juniper's office building, although my destination isn't nearly as upscale. This is, well, it's a strip mall? Strip malls are relics of 19XX. Places where a random assortment of weird little businesses jam as many of themselves into a tight space as possible. For instance, I see a dentist, a used bookstore, an arcade, a fast food joint, a boarded-up health spa, once called lattes and enemas, which sounds,
So, what do you think?
I think that's 2 things no human being should ever combine.
No, I mean about your future place of work.
I'm desperately hoping we're not talking about the same thing. So, what? Which one of these businesses exactly am I supposed to work at? I don't know anything about oral hygiene or old books. I'd rather not be a fry cook.
The one in the middle, silly.
What, behind the arcade?
It is the arcade. Trust me on this. I reference and cross-reference and cross-reference your personality details, personal history, and social media. This is your dream job.
My dream job? Really?
I made this game. What? I made this game. Thank you so much for playing it. Your playthrough of Hustle Cat inspired this game. What? No way. That's incredible. Two Flower, thank you so much for coming by and saying hi. I'm so excited to play this. That's so awesome. What? Seriously, it was the reason I got started on Arcade Spirits. What? That's blowing my mind. Are you kidding me? I have to text Octo. I have to tell him because that's crazy. Octo, you ain't gonna believe what's going on in my chat right now. There, just leave it floating out there. Somebody call Octo. That's absolutely incredible. Well, thank you so much, Two Flower. Everybody says this game is amazing. So, if I even like a little bit made you think, I should make a game, that's amazing to me. So, thank you. Where's Octo, right? I need him to know. This is crazy. Just all capsing at him. He says he hasn't got any texts from you. It's on Discord. Oh, is he live right now? I love whatever voice someone wants to use. Oh. I had thought that too. I was like, we have all of the voices turned off. I feel bad now. Octo's here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Pew, 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 pew. He saw your message. Amazing. Amazing. Good. As long as he saw it.
My dream job, really? With 99.97% accuracy, yes.
I should probably explain my confusion. Arcades are big businesses in the entertainment sector. Pro gamers are celebs, 5-star arcades are social hotspots. It's always been popular with the mainstream, but, well, restaurants are popular too, right? And for everybody who opens one hoping to be the next Iron Chef, a dozen more shut down in failure. Arcade competition is fierce. Paydays range from peanuts to gold. And sure, those who make it can secure fame and fortune, but those who don't, well, no wonder Iris sees this as a dream job. Oh, video games weren't always this popular, though. I read an interesting article about it once. Back in the year 1980X, we narrowly avoided a serious industry crash, which would have left video games as a kid's toy fad like hula hoops. No mainstream acceptance. For instance, one factor could have been a terrible game based on a kid's movie about a cute alien visitor who wanted to phone home. Thank God that didn't happen. If this game was complete poop butts, like poop from a butt and massively overproduced, man, it would ruin video games for years. Fortunately, cooler heads prevailed. That game was delayed until it could be developed properly, and the crash was averted. True history right here. The crisis only exists in theory. True history. Sometimes I wonder what it'd be like for people in the darkest timeline where everything went wrong. Are gamers considered nerds and outcasts? Are arcades vanishing points of nostalgia? Don't do this. The mind boggles. But make no mistake, as popular as they are, the arcade industry is a dodgy, risky prospect for a job. Plenty make a run at it, only to come up short. Considering Iris was tasked with getting me a job I'd enjoy and could keep for more than a few months, just left me confused.
Iris, this isn't me saying no. I mean, it's an interesting prospect. But, I mean, are you sure about this? You say you're 99% sure?
99.97% sure.
Won't this be like my lifeguard job? Satisfying but short-lived? This arcade doesn't exactly look like a 5-star. It's no Deco's Palace, that's for sure. And to be perfectly honest, I haven't set foot inside an arcade in,
Oh gosh. A wave of nostalgia just hit me.
15 years. Huh. I remember really enjoying arcades when I was a kid. I wonder why I stopped going to them.
Iris interrupts that thought, eager to show off her homework.
Trust me, when I said I was 99.97% sure, I meant it. That's not some arbitrary number. I'm designed to be a bit silly and whimsical, but math is deadly serious. My coders made me to be the warm, personable front of a database array that's currently laser targeted on getting you exactly what you need, right here, right now.
And when this place inevitably collapses and I lose my dream job?
What makes you think that's gonna happen?
Because it does. It always does. I don't think your database accounts for my family curse. I mean, we've always had to, compromise, settle, because things rarely work out. You always have to be ready for the worst. It's why I take things in stride these days.
Does that mean you shouldn't even try?
I open my mouth to protest, and then I close it. As often as my life tends to crumble out from under me, it's not like she's wrong. I still had to try. I mean, what the hell? Why not buy the ticket, take the ride? We're making lots of I'm on a truck that won't stop. I'm on the train. I'm on some sort of a moving thing that holds people. That's what I told myself when I walked out the door this morning, wasn't it? No matter how risky, I owed it to myself to jump in with both feet. And when it all came crashing down, well, I'd recovered before, so I'd recover again. Meanwhile, may as well take the opportunity in front of me. So I opted to push on through the doors and see what waited for me on the other side. We're going in, bitches? Aw, let's play some DDR. The air conditioning hits me like a cool breeze, albeit one smelling of copper and corn chips. As it's early in the morning on a weekday, it's not too packed with gamers, although it's so packed with games, I'd probably have a hard time finding anyone anyway. At once, I'm struck by something odd.
I actually recognize most of these games.
Oh, neat.
Considering I haven't walked into an arcade in over a decade, that's probably not great. I mean, lots of vintage stuff here from the looks of it, like really old. Although I don't recognize that game with the stage lights. Maybe it's like karaoke or dancing or something. Japanese import?
Checking. That is Showtime Stage, a collaboration of Nihana Heavy Industry Concern and Hubris Records in Germany. It won a lot of awards.
Huh. Anyway, I recognize most of these. Whoa, is that seriously a Mr. Moopy's Magical Maze? But the one in the middle with the split screens is new to me.
Fist of Discomfort, a hybrid real-time strategy and brawler beat-em-up. It's actually not that new. It's been a staple of the esports scene for the last 8 years.
2 genres I was utterly lousy at last time I checked. And over here is an old lady. Sorry, ma'am, I was just talking to myself and had an overwhelming urge to complete my sentences.
Thankfully, I don't think she's even registering me calling her old. She looks up from her knitting, seated behind the ticket prize redemption desk, and offers a wrinkly smile.
Well, hello there. Always nice to meet someone new in the Funplex.
The what?
Francine's Arcade Funplex. Didn't you see the sign out front, dear? Well, I chose to knock off the first 2 words when they got knocked off the building during the storm of 1980X. Now it's just the Funplex, I suppose. So how can I help you, dear?
A funplex, is that when you suplex a clown? I'm so intrigued by this mechanic. This, building up a personality mechanic. A Jin in my phone set up a job interview for me.
A funplex? Is that when you suplex a...
Oh, no! I'm already ruining everything.
Yes, I've heard that one before, dear. Considering we've been open since early 1980X, I've heard them all.
But it's still nice to see young people with a good sense of humor, and it's nice of you to try and cheer an old lady up. Yes, I heard you call me an old lady. Well, it's a factual statement, isn't it? No insult taken, dear. Please call me Francine, as in Francine's Arcade Funplex. Get it? Actually, thinking about it, I suppose we were originally Frederick's Arcade Funplex, named after my dear departed husband. Sadly, he died peacefully in bed some years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, don't be. He died doing what he loved, having intensely physical relations with me. Yikes, Francine. That is information that I definitely needed to know. And you are?
Buttbag McBooty, ma'am. I came here looking for a job. I understand my interview was, prearranged?
Oh, yes, the computer did send me a mail about that. I'd almost forgotten. Shall we retire to the office to conduct your interview? I'd carry on out here, but it's rather noisy, isn't it?
Yeah, about that. How do you deal with the constant noise anyway?
Oh, eventually you just learn to filter out all the beeps and the boops. It can take weeks to become acclimated, I've found, but in the end...
Done.
She quirks an eyebrow.
Well, that's faster than the others. Not bad.
I feel like I'm in a fucking shonen anime. I've done it. I've mastered it already. It's going to take you at least a month to figure out how to do this ultimate ability. I've figured it out already. What's the next step, Sensei? Nani?
So, shall we see what you're made of? This way, please.
Francine leads me down a back hallway past public restrooms and into a door marked employees only. Penguin there, baby. It's cute. Anyway, it takes all my restraint not to point out the extraneous apostrophe.
Welcome to our little backstage oasis. I'd suggest we do this in Gavin's office, but it's a bit too untidy. I don't blame the boy. He's been so overworked lately. Please have a seat and we'll begin.
As quirky as this place and its owner may be, at least I'm confident I can nail the interview portion of the proceedings. I've interviewed for a dozen jobs. I held down 3. I know all the standard questions. What are your greatest strengths? What do you see as your weaknesses? Once, I even had to describe how to assemble a Lego set to prove my communication skills. Considering I ended up washing dishes, I'm not sure why, but point is, I'm confident, prepared, and ready.
If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
What?
If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
Right, okay, maybe this would not be a typical job interview after all. Not a problem. Just go with the flow. Let's do this. T-Rex, no doubt. Pterodactyl soaring through the sky. Or Brontosaurus, big dude, enjoys salad. I know this is like the safe answer, but it's my favorite. So I'm gonna say it anyway.
I've always liked brontosauruses. Like, if you're gonna go dino, go big or go home. Not really a brutal meat eater, you know?
Indeed, and nothing says self-starting go-getter looking for a dynamic job position quite like a 16-ton slow-moving lump of meat.
Totally.
Maybe I should have gone with a raptor. Everybody likes raptors.
What's your favorite snack?
Snack? This was a favorite food question. I'd have this down easy. It's tacos, always tacos, but snacks,
Pizza bagels. Say pizza bagels. When pizza's on a bagel, you can have... Hush! Come now, dear, I don't have all day.
After giving it a good thought, well, how could I forget my favorite snack? Tacos are also my favorite snack. A tasty apple with almond butter. Whatever munchies lurk in the depths of the vending machine.
Tacos and only tacos. There is no other sustenance.
I can see you're a person that knows exactly what they want. And how to get it. You know what they say, you are what you eat. Next question.
Nothing I prepared for has helped me plan for this odd interview. I brace myself for the next one.
What assets can you bring to the team during an inevitable zombie apocalypse?
I love Francine. Can we date Francine? I'm just throwing it out there. Is this interview for real or is it a dream? Date the old lady, please. Look, I haven't met everybody yet. I've literally only met our best friend and Francine, but still. As I look into Francine's deadpan expression, I know she's 130% serious. Engineering, I can make stuff. Medical, no lawyers left to sue for malpractice. To be honest, I'd probably get eaten day one. Engineering.
I'm essentially MacGyver. I can make anything out of string, a match, and a screwdriver, especially if what you want is a screwdriver wrapped in burning string.
Good. We'll need someone to build makeshift defenses and think quickly in case we get surrounded. An inventive brain is always a critical role in survival. One more thing. Why are you here?
The question is so simple and almost actually relevant to career planning that it takes me off guard.
I told you I came about the job offer.
You're seeking a job, true, but that doesn't really answer my question, does it? No doubt you think my interview questions are a bit silly, but I like to think of the Funplex as more than a collection of tasks and people to perform the tasks. Most folks my age opening arcades at that time saw it just another way to make a quick buck, but, well, I saw it as something else, something more than a way to make a large pile of quarters. And I expect you'll find the others working here see it as something more too. Everyone has a dream they're chasing, dearie, and for my friends it lies within the Funplex. Now, if all you want is a paycheck, I can provide that. But the last fellow in your position, well, that's all he wanted, and he didn't last long. So I ask you again.
Why are you here? To be honest, I didn't have a better answer than, why not? Buy the ticket, take the ride. That's what I keep telling myself over and over. But that wouldn't cut it here. I need to actually think this through. It's a funplex, a plex of fun, and I like fun. To be honest, I don't know. I'm looking for hope, and I haven't had much lately. Oh, womp womp. If I don't dare to take risks, I'll be stuck. Or confused silence. To be honest, I don't know.
To be honest, ma'am, I don't know. Not yet. I've been avoiding the question for a long time, just making do, getting by, settling for what life will give me. Maybe I should want more than that, though. When I was a kid, I'd go to arcades with my family all the time, but that was long ago. Maybe I want to reconnect with that. Maybe I just want a job. I don't know. But if you hire me, I'm hoping to find out why I'm here along the way. I can promise you that I'll take this job seriously. In my last job, I was a lifeguard. Even if arcade games aren't life and death, I promise to take my work just as seriously.
That perks her attention.
Oh my, a rather serious occupation, that. And an unusual step from such troubled waters to a land of make-believe. You enjoyed this role as a lifeguard, I take it?
Yes, ma'am. My roommate says she often noticed me smiling after coming home from work. Yuck.
Which makes Francine smile in turn.
I can't say I can offer a role with such high stakes, but you'd be surprised at the many ways one can save a life, even here.
That makes me really nervous to talk to people in this game. We're going to be having a great old time, chilling, having fun, and then it's going to get real fucking sad. I feel it.
Very well, I'm satisfied. Let's get you to work.
I breathe easier at that. Probably the weirdest job interview I've ever had, to be sure, and yet felt appropriate. Like, it was about far more than just filling a slot on the payroll. Francie leads me back to the arcade floor to introduce me to my duties. It only occurs to me now that I forgot to ask exactly what duties this mystery job I have accepted really involves. Kill everybody. Arcade spirits, come for the dad jokes, stay for the hard gut punch to the feels. Oh gosh. Francine gestures to the seat she was occupying previously, a stool behind the prize desk.
Welcome to your new position, buttbag.
Sitting here, you mean?
Sitting here and helping players redeem tickets for valuable prizes.
I glance at the wide array of pencil toppers, rubber spiders, and tiny plastic toy cars on display.
Well, for prizes at any rate. It's such a relief. I'd really been stretching myself thin lately trying to fill in since the position was vacated.
If you don't mind me asking, ma'am, why did the last guy who sat here quit? Oh, something about being so bored out of his mind he felt like jamming one of those 500-ticket plush dolls down someone's throat. Poor dear, he just wasn't cut out for this line of work. Grandson or no, I've no patience for such nonsense. Damn. I'm sorry, the last person to work this desk was your grandson? Anyway, Gavin should be by soon, and he'll handle paperwork and all the administrative nonsense. Now, if you don't mind, all this talking's tiring me out some. I'll be in the back office if you need me.
Okay then, there I am. What a doll. I adjusted my seating on the semi-comfortable stool, leaning against the desk. Beneath me, a wide array of cheap junk awaited my attention. I could have lost hope then and there that this job would be even slightly more engaging than being a diner dishwasher, but I chose to look on the positive side. I'd be helping kids obtain toys that would become nostalgic memories for years to come. Right? Right? Miana, you're too pink for this scene. Too orange. Orange! Any minute now. Hi, Miana, how are you? Oh no, I'm getting bored. I crave the sweet embrace of death. I've been sitting here for 2 hours now, and nobody's walked up to obtain a novelty Funplex shot glass, or a colored pencil set, or a light-up yo-yo. Lunchtime's approaching, and so far the only people walking in and out of the arcade are a few stray adults who have no interest in cheap friendship bracelets. Thankfully, my first customer of the day arrives before I start wondering if one of those 500-ticket plushies could really fit down someone's throat. Or maybe not, walked right on by me, his head buried in reading some sort of spreadsheet off his tablet. Is he here to play? It doesn't seem like the typical businessman on a break. Or, the unwashed and unemployed game aficionado. In fact, he's a snappy dresser. He seems a cool dude. Wow, he seems pretty stuck up. Damn, he's hot. My kind of guy. He was dressed very nice. Most guys I know are content to toss on a t-shirt and jeans. Not this guy. This guy. Even in an arcade, he's sharp, like a linoleum knife. In fact, that rather pointed look he's offering me after doubling back is rather linoleum knifey too. Oh, who are you? Cool dude. He is a cool dude. Wait, he's got the little boinkadoink on his chest. He must work here. Too hot. We do have some thirsty boys and girls in here. Deep voice. Oh gosh. Cool voice. Oh lord. Okay. Y'all know I can't actually go that deep, right? Hold on a minute. Who are you exactly? What are you doing behind that desk? Where's Francine? Pleased to meet you. I'm Buttbag. I am Francine. I had some work done. Wait, just because of how stupid my name is, both of those answers are great. I am Francine.
Why, I am Francine, dear. The wonders of plastic surgery.
Out. Now.
I'm kidding. I'm Buttbag. She hired me to work the desk. I'm her grandson's replacement.
He doesn't look pleased with me jerking him around like that, but he nods in satisfaction anyway. It's about time. I was wondering how long she would have to work the desk. She's got gutso for an octogenarian. Hey Google. What's an octogenarian?
Here's the definition of octogenarian. A person who is from 80 to 89 years old.
That is so hyper-specific. An octogenarian is someone in their 80s. Great. She's got gusto for an octogenarian and loves working the floor, but sitting here all day handing out toys and dealing with problems wears her down. So, she explained the job to you? Gave you the papers to sign?
She said Gavin would handle that stuff?
With a sigh, he rubs his forehead, feeling a headache coming on, and rips his shirt off to reveal a nameplate that says Gavin in giant pixel letters. That would be me. I'm Gavin Cooper. You set up my Google Home. Sorry. I'm the business manager here at the Funplex. I make sure we manage to keep having a business rather than a pile of rapidly collapsing fiscal mistakes. Right. So, as you've no doubt guessed, you'll be exchanging tickets for prizes, but that's the least part of your job.
Oh, there's more to it?
You're the floor attendant. You attend to the floor.
Like the carpets?
The floor, the arcade, the games, the patrons. You're the one running around putting out fires and sorting out problems. Technically, you're our second floor attendant. Ashley will be in later, but we need 2. One to roam and one to operate the desk. I'd do it myself, but I'm typically just so busy in the back office, making sure the whole thing doesn't fall to bankruptcy. That's why Francine loved filling in. She's a people person. She loves helping out in a pinch. I am not a people person, as you've likely gathered. That's not to say you're alone out here. I'm in your corner, at least. And if things go south, you tap me for advice on what to do. Do you have a phone?
Do I have a phone? Yeah.
Gavin quickly passes me his business card. He apparently has a stack of them at the ready in his pocket. Go figure. His phone number is listed at the bottom. You ever worked a high-pressure customer service job before?
Shoe sales?
Smelly socks?
You have no idea.
Right. Well, you know how to keep your head when a customer doesn't, I hope, but anything goes sideways, you text me. I'm not around, you text Ashley or Naomi, in that order.
Who and who?
You'll meet them soon enough. Above all, do not bug Francine. She's practically retired. Just let her enjoy that retirement in peace. Comprendo? You can rely on me. I got this. Stress feeds me and makes me strong.
I eat stress and crap solutions. Don't worry, I can manage the floor while you manage the business just fine.
That remains to be seen. The last guy sitting on that stool was a slacker. And an idiot. And even though he was family, Francine dropped him like a bad habit. If you stay clear and honest with me, do your work, do it well, we'll get along swimmingly.
Speaking of swimmingly, I saved people in the water. Isn't that fascinating, Gavin? Love me?
I can't even make good jokes, so I have enough problems keeping this magical arc of hopes and wishes afloat, so please don't add to my problems.
Magical arc of what now?
Gavin sighs again, a stress release gesture, but his expression softens somewhat afterwards. I take it Francine told you her theory that this is more than just a job and more than just an arcade.
That's my understanding, yeah.
I'm not into dressing up words. I like to speak plain. If I'm curt, it's because optimization is a factor of my job. Everybody working here wants to work here. This is where they belong for one reason or another. Me, I love chaos. Okay. I love wrangling chaos specifically. The arcades. I thought he was gonna say the opposite. Me, I love order and logic. He's like, I love chaos. Like, oh damn. The arcade industry is high risk, high reward. I manage that risk so that they can find happiness in their lives. Everybody in this business has a dream that they're chasing. It's a fragile thing, prone to getting crushed by hard reality. My job is to see to it that it never happens. That includes Francine, who deserves better in her twilight years than desperately propping up a semi-failing business. So, you find some value in this place beyond your salary, or you'll burn out. Trust me. Last guy to sit there burned out hard. Now, can I trust you to mesh with our merry misfits? I'm still trying to figure out my why. No problem.
You won't have any issues with me. I'm a solid worker.
Gavin nods, satisfied. Oh, I'm sick. Thank you. I suppose that's a good starting point. We can build from there. Anyway, I need to go prepare your paperwork. Technically, you shouldn't even be working until we've crossed the I's and dotted the T's, but
since I'm already sitting here, you'd rather that I'd stick around?
That would be accurate. If you're willing to fudge things a bit and work today anyway, it would help us out a lot. Now, if you don't mind, Naomi likely could use a hand in the workshop. Good opportunity to introduce yourself as well.
Got it. Wait, someone else is here? I haven't even seen anyone else.
Yeah, that sounds like Naomi. Her workshop's through that door there, the one next to the UFO catcher, the crane game, to use layman's terms. Satisfied for now, Gavin heads in the back, presumably to the office to crunch some nums. If Francine's really taking a nap back there, hopefully he's going to crunch quietly. My first coworker ended up decidedly less cool of a guy than I thought he'd be. But he's not a total jerk, definitely. I've known really blunt people before. It's easy to mistake them for jerks, especially at first glance. I decided to give this guy an honest chance. For now. Anyway, I should go meet my next coworker, this Naomi that he mentioned, although I could swear Francine and I were the only ones here until now. A double door, also marked employees only, the apostrophe, leads from the arcade floor to what feels like an industrial area of some sort. Let's do a save. Boop. I turn the handle and step inside. In a little room tucked away between the back offices and the Funplex front, I find what is very likely this Naomi, spoken only of in myth and legend. A girl about my age, certainly not my height, is tinkering away on what looks like an old tube-style monitor. Huh, didn't realize they had so many circuits. She doesn't notice me when I come in, too busy soldering a capacitor into place or something. The lingering smell of melting metals fills the air of the poorly ventilated workshop.
Excuse me?
For lack of a better way to interrupt her. I was worried no matter what I did, she might, I don't know, burn her fingers or jump so high she hit the ceiling or something. Fortunately, the shock's not quite that intense. Hello? Hey, this room is for employees only, she said with no apostrophe. Are you lost? Do you need something?
I'm Buttbag McBooty. I'm the new floor attendant starting today.
Hi, I didn't realize Francine already found someone. I guess I forgot to check my texts. Whoops. She spares a glance at her phone on the nearby workbench, where a huge stack of green notification messages lie in wait. One thought comes to mind on actually seeing her. No wonder I didn't notice her until now. She was focused on the task at hand. I always assumed retro arcade nerds were fat, middle-aged guys. Fuck. Oh my god, she's so cute. I want to hug her, but that would be super inappropriate. I mean, both of these are true. Room's right at the heart of the building, but totally isolated. With the heavy doors closed behind me, I can barely hear the arcade. Considering how completely and utterly dedicated she was to that monitor, not even noticing me, I guess that's also why. But what I first noticed is her smile. Even when squinting to see the tiny components on that circuit board, even when laser focused, she was smiling happily. Anyway, I'm Naomi Fairchild, Funplex Techie. Hi, pleased to meet you. I was expecting Gavin, though. He usually checks up on me about now.
Oh, he's busy doing number stuff.
Yeah, that sounds like Gavin. I take it he sent you along to help. That's great. Okay, give me a hand with this monitor, because it's really heavy, and I'm just so paranoid about dropping it after what happened last time.
Oh, really? What happened last time?
Well, I dropped it.
Oh, right.
She helps me lift the large cathode. Cathode? 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 It's actually cathode? Amazing. She helps me lift the large cathode ray tube, slotting the heavy metal framework into place within the exposed guts of the nearby arcade cabinet. Once done, she starts hooking wires back up to other wires. There's a surprising number of green circuit boards in that largely hollow wooden shell. This is the first time I've seen inside one of these things. It's weird. Lots of empty space. A couple large slabs of circuits and the beefy monitor. Maybe we could fill it with nacho dip. It's my first time seeing the guts of a game.
I'll admit I didn't know much of anything about how arcade games tick. I figured it was packed full of circuits and stuff.
Naomi keeps working, using a pocket multimeter to check various connections as she speaks. Well, it could be packed in tighter, like a bar top or a cocktail cab. I'd say uprights favor form over functionality. I mean, compare American and Japanese cabinets, because ours are designed for stand-in players, so they have to be upright, even if that means an empty base. Japanese candy cabs are shorter, so you play sitting down, but honestly, I prefer American style because ours have more room for art. She closes up the rear access panel, closing it with one of the many keys on the keyring at her side, then steps back to admire her handiwork. There's genuine joy in that smile, not just at the job well done, but at looking at the whole thing, like it's a fine sculpture. Oh, I love the classic Midway style. Like, look at those sharp angles, the side art decals, the bold font on the marquee, the bezel artwork.
The what? On the what? On the what?
Artwork? With a sigh, Naomi points out key features to me. The strip across the top with the game title, that's the marquee. And the artwork that wraps around the monitor, that's the bezel. I mean, you see it, right? Like how beautiful and cohesive it all is, working in harmony to give this game its own unique feel, its own experience. As for me, well, a bunch of weird looking boxes in a row looks ugly. Yikes. So you're our resident game historian. I agree, it's beautiful. The way she stares lovingly at this, well, honestly, this box of wood and circuits and vacuum tubes and stuff, I think I understand.
It was made to be one whole thing. Like the art, the style, and the game itself, it's all part of the same experience. Everything about the game is the game. And if you run it in an emulator on a game console instead, it's made lesser. Yeah, I guess I can see it. It's beautiful in its own way.
Oh, good! Naomi lights up with joy like a pinball machine, all twinkly and shiny. Finally, so few people really understand the beauty of a classic arcade game. Having someone I can talk to about this stuff is going to be so great, especially with that jerk Gavin running the numbers.
Gavin? What's wrong with Gavin?
Okay, well, don't get me wrong. I can get along with him generally, but his whole attitude is just, ugh. All he really cares about is money. You know, he keeps the arcade running, yeah, but I just know if he had his way, he'd gut the whole place. If anybody's gonna ruin the Funplex, it's him. Mark my words, it's inevitable. That doesn't sound right. He seemed easy enough to get along with. And what's more, Gavin gave me that whole speech about protecting their dreams and stuff. Looks like a pretty sore point here. A long-standing argument that the new gal really shouldn't get involved in. And yet, I'm now involved, aren't I? Because I have to work with both Naomi and Gavin. So I'm not sure I should prod at it, but I kind of want to know. Ooh, what should I do? Oh, I wish I could quick save. Clear the air. Let's do it.
I get this is touchy, but if I'm gonna work here, I think we should all be kind of honest with each other. You know, no gossiping. So, I gotta know, why do you think Gavin wants to destroy the arcade? He buys into Francine's idea that this is a place for dreams.
Okay, he says he does, but he's willing to sacrifice way too much just to keep the whole thing afloat. Road to hell, best intentions, etc. If he had his way, the place would be like Deco's Palace. Nothing but ticket games and prize catchers. He thinks actual video games are too expensive. A waste of floor space. I bet he'd remove them all if he had his way. I just don't trust him. I don't trust him to do the right thing. But that's my problem, not yours. Sorry to drop all this gossip on your head like this. Well, thanks for hearing me out anyway. Right, so let's get back to work. Now for the less fun part. You seem a strong, strapping kind of gal. Well, a strong gal, at least. Well, you're a gal. That's enough. I'm semi-insulted? Okay, anyway, let's get to it. All right, a little to the left now. My left, your right. Careful. Now forward, right, correct. I mean, not turn to the right. Keep it coming. And there. Okay, carefully tip it into place. And victory. I gently ease the rolling dolly forward, the giant wooden box slotting into place alongside its neighbors. The two-wheeled dolly makes it easier, but hardly easy, especially with Naomi fretting over her baby getting scratched, or worse, falling over. But with the work done, she's all smiles again. Okay, glad to be done with that one. I swear, I've been working on that monitor for ages. Those tubes are so finicky. They're finicky as heck, and I'm still not totally satisfied with the flyback. But thanks for helping me out, Buttbag. I think you're gonna do just great here.
Happy to have.
Oh, right. Stomach growling. Food required. Except...
I wasn't expecting to actually be working today. I forgot to pack a lunch.
Oh, it's Iris. There's a split second where I was like, new character. No. The other creator is here. Sharky Ann in chat is the co-author. Oh my gosh. Hi. Welcome. Welcome. How's it going? I love the game so far. It's fantastic. So cute. Thank you both so much for hanging out in chat while I play. That's so awesome. We're both big fans. Your visual novel plays inspired us so much. Thank you. That's so awesome. That's... I don't know what to say. That just like overwhelms me slightly. Something I wanted to say but I forgot is that I know you're watching me play it anyway, but they have a demo available on Steam. So if you wanted to try out the game, you can totally grab the demo. But so far it's super fun. All of the reviews are really good on it, so I'm excited. Hi Lou, how are you? Eat the booty like groceries? Alley cat. You're at an 11. Take it down. This whole chat has been at a 15 the second Grandma stepped on screen. It's true. It's true. I have seen just constant thirst since the moment we met the grandma. I don't know what that means about all of us. What is this visual novel about? So far, it's set in the future, 20XX. The video game crash never happened. That one alien game that got buried in the desert never happened. So it's like a future where arcade games are still like a viable arcades are still like a viable business. We play somebody who's just become unemployed, and we download an app, and the app is like supposed to help us find our dream job, and it analyzes basically everything on the internet about us and says, I've found your dream job. You need to work at this arcade. So we've come to this arcade. We had an interview with the old lady who owns it named Francine, and she's a doll, and she hired us on the spot. The like numbers business guy who works here is named Gavin. We met him. He's a Hunkosaurus Rex. And then we've just met her, and she fixes all of the arcade cabinets, and she's adorable. But there's apparently one other person who works here that we haven't met yet. So... Thank you all for your kind words. I'll be back soon. It's nice to meet you all. Thank you so much, Sharky Ann. I actually have to pee. So I'm going to take this since we've paused anyway. Quick save. I'm going to take a minute and run to the bathroom. So all of you guys, if you need to grab a drink or anything, feel free. And we'll come back and continue. Okay? BRB. All right. Hello. Welcome back to the stream, everybody. It's time for part 2 of our How is this freeze-dried fruit adventure. Are we going for apples? Or are we going for strawberries and bananas? I think we should go for apples. Once again, a lot of air. Small amount of product. Why is my ear so red? I don't know. That looks about the shade of my ear normally. You know when artists like make people's ears and their noses and their cheeks like super blushy? Just pretend one of those artists designed me. Okay. Back in. Baby check. She's alive. We're good. Okay. How do those taste compared to dehydrated apples? They taste about the same as dehydrated apples, but dehydrated apples are very chewy, right? Because like all of the liquid is taken out of them. These are very airy and they crunch like chips, like they're not chewy at all. They just like collapse in your mouth the second you chew them. It's interesting. Where'd you get that blanket? I don't know. I hope that this tag would have some kind of a logo on it, but I guess I'm supposed to machine wash it cold with like colors. I don't know where I got this. If I had to take a guess, it was Target, maybe? This is kind of a basic fluffy blankie. Nearly done. All right, 2 down. 2 down. Let's begin.
Now I'm just talking here, but if you had pizza on a bagel.
Shh. Hey, so any good restaurants in walking distance? I think that bookstore next door sells donuts and stuff, but...
Oh, no, not really, unfortunately. I mean, there's a cheapo Wub Sub sandwich place, but even if that stuff is super tasty, you don't want to go there, because you need to eat healthy. Hey, I know, wait right here. And she's off, scurrying back to her hidey hole. And she's back, scurrying from her hidey hole. Lunchtime, here you go. She presses a boxed lunch into my hands. It's a bento box. I learned how to make them from my mom, who learned from her mom back when they lived in Japan. Rice and pickles, all that sort of good, healthy stuff.
Wait, you're giving me your lunch?
Sure, why not? And yet, when I first walked in as a stranger, she looked super uncomfortable with me. This escalated so quickly.
I mean, what are you gonna have for lunch then?
Oh, I can just get some nachos from the vending machine or go hit the whole store next door. I got a book delivery to pick up anyway.
But you said eating healthy stuff was important, and
See you after lunch. Can't help but think she was just looking for an excuse to go get junk food instead. I'd say Naomi definitely fits in with Francine's ideals for the arcade. She's got a love for the games, and it shows. And giving me her lunch, me, a total stranger. That's a kindness I don't know if I deserve, but I appreciate it all the same. So, bento box. I've only really seen these in anime. It's cute. Hopefully it has a lot of calories. Armed with a box of health food, I retire to the employee lounge to get my munch on. The room where I had my bizarre job interview will suffice for food times. It's not much, a few folding chairs and a kitchenette, but it'll do. Utterly famished by this point, I have a seat and unpack my loaned lunch. I don't like this. I don't want to click. Date it. Oh my god. Oh no. Incoherent screaming, coherent screaming, or await death. Send it back. Send it back to hell. Welp, it was a good run. Death by floofy monster was definitely not something I considered in the thousands of ways I pictured my own death. Honestly, I thought I'd pass doing something I loved. But alas, may the Reaper take me swiftly and painlessly.
Rude. This floofy monster has feelings too. Wait, you aren't my doom? Oh, hey, you're human. That's an improvement, I think. Hey, so I'm sorry if I traumatized you, like, really. Can we start over, maybe?
I nod my head slowly, although it could just be muscle spasms from the shock.
I'm Ashley. Okay, I'm Buttbag. I'm also Pinky, the Funplex Flamingo. It's my secret, yet not so secret identity. What the Funplex? What?
This is almost too much to take in. Gavin was a bit of a lot. Naomi was off the scale cheerful. I've met some really intense people so far.
Did you sneak into the employee section just to get my autograph? Me? Oh, no. Oh, I thought you would recognize Pinky from all the signs around the arcade, because Pinky is the mascot of the Funplex after all. No, that's not, I mean, I work here, so.
You work here? Since when?
Since today. Since this morning, to be specific.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Well, welcome to the Funplex. I mean, it would have been way cooler if you were just so enamored with the chibi flamingo creature plastered on every wall that you just had to know more. You could have stealthily maneuvered your way through all of the games, sliding right on up to the employees only door. But how did you get the door code? Of course, you would have collected the password on a piece of paper that fell from Gavin's pocket. You searched your heart and decided that 4-digit numbers had to be the intel you needed. Next, you needed to lie in wait for the opportune moment to punch in that secret key code just to find me. It keeps going and going. She def writes fanfiction. Ashley's got quite the imagination. This is how I come across to people as a creepy trespasser. Wow, I mean, wow. I'm suitably impressed, albeit slightly terrified. She can just take an idea. Oh, sick. She can just take an idea and run with it. Where she's running with it, not even sure she knows that. I just looked over and saw Smashly. And how would you have snuck out, I wonder? I could have helped, but for a price. Ashley finally realizes she's been babbling to herself for a good couple of minutes. Oops. Sometimes I get swept away in a good story. I mean, I gotta find some way to make this job more interesting.
Is it really that dull here?
No, not really. I just crave a different kind of excitement than beeps and boops and screaming kids and broken machines.
You aren't really painting the best picture here.
Oh, geez. I don't mean to be a downer. I just want to move up in the world, you know? Like, I've got things to accomplish and dreams to fulfill and cosplay to make. Oh my god, she's a cosplayer.
Cosplay?
As we switch topics, it's like she's a completely different person. Ashley's eyes light up and she smiles. Yeah, you know, like dressing up as your favorite video game or TV character. Oh, I love it. It is like so empowering to be able to make your own costume and wear it proudly. It's even better when people recognize what character you are.
Empowering, really?
Granted, she certainly had the power to stop my heart for a few beats. definitely. Oh my God, do you want to try? Do you have a favorite game character? I could totally help you make your first cosplay if you want. In fact, I made this one. I think Ashley is pointing to her flamingo costume, but it's a little hard to tell with her hands as feathers.
So Pinky is your creation? Like, intentionally?
Yes, it looks pretty good for my first mascot cosplay, doesn't it? I'd probably stitch my hands together if I tried that. If you were going for terrifying, then yes. I don't know heads from tails, but I can appreciate it. Why is Mercy in a bird costume?
I'm all thumbs when it comes to stuff like that. Literally, if I get enough thread running between them. I'm pretty impressed, though. Naomi was going on about craftsmanship of games, and clearly you're digging on craftsmanship of costumes.
Oh, thanks. It's nice when hard work is appreciated. I mean, I wear it around the Funplex to liven up the crowds and get people pumped to play some games, and the kids seem to adore it.
Well, that makes sense. Although, the arcade has been completely dead so far. No crowds to pump or kids to be adored by.
Hey, secret between you and me. Ashley motions for me to come closer. She leans in and glances around the room once and talks in a hushed tone. I did some repairs on Pinky overnight. I had to restitch the left arm, and I was giving her an old test drive to make sure it doesn't fall off.
Oh, well, limbs falling off seems bad.
Oh, it was. Because yesterday I was dancing with a little girl. Must have been like 5 or 6 years old, max. Anyway, we were next to Showtime stage, and she tugged on my arm, and whoosh, off it came, and the girl instantly started bawling.
Well, at least you're consistently scaring people and not just me.
Hey, anyway, I just don't want that to happen again, because I felt like so bad. But enough about me. What about you? So you're Carl's replacement?
I guess. I'm the new floor attendant. I attend the floor. The floor is a thing I am attending to when I'm not going into cardiac arrest.
Well, at least you're funnier than Carl, that's for sure.
I can't wait to go home and tell Juniper I do have a sense of humor. She'll be so proud.
I assume you've already met Francine. Have you had a chance to meet Gavin and Naomi, or?
Oh yeah, I met them already. Although it seems like they aren't too keen on each other.
Right? Ashley rolls her eyes and lets out a sigh. I wish they would hurry up and make out already.
Yeah. Wait, what? Seriously? Are they going out?
No, but they always bicker like an old married couple. It's classic anime cliche. The ones who fight always end up together. Mark my words, buttbag.
Consider them marked.
Beep, boop, beep, beep, butt bag.
Oh, what's that sound?
Oh, I set an alarm for when my lunch break was over. Time to go back to the grindstone. I didn't even get a chance to eat.
Oh, that's no good. Buttbag needs her calories. You eat up. I'll watch the floor. In fact, how about I just take over the ticket desk for the next shift? You can do my job and wander the floor.
Oh, fair enough, thanks.
Ashley winks before her face disappears into the dark recesses of that inhuman mask. As I'm wolfing down rice in the shape of a little heart, wow, it occurs to me I didn't actually ponder my first impressions of Ashley yet. Let's see. She's amazing. I like her enthusiasm. Got a lot going on in that head. I just don't understand it at all. Total cutie. I'm all aboard the Pinky train. Choo choo. I feel like everybody I've been like, yeah, they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. The way Ashley's whole expression changed when she talks about things she's passionate about just warms my little heart. Her beaming energy lights up the whole room. I wonder if one day I'll be that excited about something. Womp womp. Anyway, with lunch in my belly and break time complete, second half of my workday begins. Rolling into the afternoon, the crowd starts to fill out. School's done. Late rising pros are headed out to their arcades of choice. With Ashley covering the desk, my job is to wander the floor, looking for problems or potential problems or just making sure everything's okay. But for starters, it's a good moment to collect my thoughts. I think I'm off to a decent start with my coworkers. Good first impressions at any rate. Cooperation's going to be a must. I've had awful coworkers before. They can really drag down your day. Hang on. Anyway, no time for daydreaming. I think I spot 3 possible issues to look into. I should have time to get to all of them. But which do I tackle first? An irate customer near Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze. Someone cursing up a storm at Fist of Discomfort. Or a loud crowd around Showtime stage. What y'all think? Hi, Phil. How are you? I'd vote, but I'm biased. Okay. Y'all want to see who's the Bakugo of this game? I see how it is. There's a lot of shouting coming from the center of the arcade where Fist of Discomfort is being played. I remember Iris telling me all about it earlier today while I was bored to death at the ticket desk.
Fist of Discomfort, or FOD, is one of the most popular games in the esports circuit. It's been a staple of the scene for over 6 years. One year, Team Wicked Prodigies took on the Unreal and came back to win in the dying seconds of a tiebreaker match to take home a record $5 million prize pot.
That's a lot of money.
And how?
Okay, so how does it work?
It's a hybrid of real-time strategy and button mash brawling. Fight your way down the top and bottom lanes, clearing waves of ninjas to finally topple the enemy dojo. But that's the action part. The strategy part involves using special abilities, purchased items, and ninja summons. FOD is sheer elegance in its simplicity, the way the different game systems interweave to form one masterpiece of esports perfection.
So summon ninjas, punch bad ninjas, smash dojo.
I'd say boiling down a rich game of action and strategy played the world over by top gamers in such a way is a bit degrading, but sure, okay.
All of which is super interesting and whatever, but right now all I care about is dealing with the loudmouth currently playing the game. The closer I get, the louder the yelling gets. Most of these are words that... Oh my. What in the actual fricksky fluck was that? That didn't work well. No, those are definitely all words my mother would disapprove of. You've got to be kidding me. There is no way that is even possible. Those hitboxes don't even fucking connect. Oh, fuck this game. Fuck it all night long. Haha, get wrecked. Oh, this is far from over, scrub. I save up a little something extra special for you. I've been baiting you into attacking my sensei, which you fell for. Hard. Oh, hey. Did I forget to mention, I bought an extra ultimate technique scroll for my dojo. Whoops, my bad. Wait, what? You haven't been farming. What on earth? XP share technique with creep wave. Take this. 5-fold fucking explosive death claw technique. What? How did you defeat me? No. Oh. The Ojo-sama laugh. GG, father. No one can defeat me, Queen Bee. My dry eyes painfully blinking makes me realize I've been standing here watching intently during that whole exchange. Oh no, he's dead. Nani? I'm not 100% sure what just happened, but that didn't matter. I was completely sucked in. I couldn't tear my eyes away. It was like watching a train wreck, if the train was the arcade game and the wreck was that guy's face. Hey kid, what are you staring at? Never seen a champion of my caliber before?
Oh,
Seeing as I don't even know how to begin to start to even consider how to respond to her question, I opt to take a moment and collect my thoughts. From what I've somehow gathered, she goes by Queen Bee. That jacket she's wearing identifies her as a member of L7 Gaming, an arcade sports team, and she's the most direct, fierce person I have met all day. That's saying a lot, considering who I've run into so far, actually. Talk about a dominating personality. I feel the urge to kneel and submit. Jesus. Why so rude, though? What a sore winner. She'd be fun to hang around, no doubt. If Octo was here, he'd be like, yes! I don't know enough about these people to be like, yeah. I wanna snuggle up on that. With that level of excitement always gushing out, I can only imagine how much enjoyment she gets out of life. What can I say? People love winning. Seems like she wins a lot, at least between bursts of, what did Iris call it? Saltiness? Hey, don't just stand there all weird and quiet like it's creepy. She snaps her fingers to grab my attention. Are you going to fucking quarter up or not? You think you can best the hottest rising star of L7? From what I've seen, I know I couldn't best a scrub, let alone a professionally competitive player of this game.
No, thank you. Plus, I'm not sure I'm allowed to play games while I'll have to ask my mom.
You? You work here? I'm actually pretending to work here. Yes, me. And what's your job? Hassling me? Oh shit, for sure.
Yeah, fucking right, I'm the new floor attendant. If you're not careful with your snark, I can show you the exit.
Oh, you are cute. Oh no. Oh. I tried to stand up to her. She's just laughing at me. You are sassy and direct. They haven't given you a name tag yet. How am I supposed to know who you are? I think that was actually a weird tactic to have me introduce myself to her.
Oh, I'm Buttbag. I did technically just start working here like 6 hours ago, so it might take them time to issue me a name tag. Maybe they need to send a carrier pigeon to an ancient monastery where name tags are forged in a vast clay oven.
No, Gavin is just slacking. I'll talk to that silly boy. Make sure you get some proper respect.
Thanks?
No problem. We gamers have got to stick together. I am Queen Bee, by the way. Aggro-style FOD lane pusher, specialist for L7 gaming.
I figured that when you put your arms over your head, cheered and shouted, "No one can defeat me, Queen Bee!"
I do not sound like this. Well, maybe a little. Anyway, I am one of the regulars, besides Purpur and Tio. So you will be seeing a lot of me in the future. Am I about to meet Purpur and Tio? Let us hope you last longer than the last guy. Great. Now she's even making my job a competition. I hope there isn't a betting pool. There is. You look like a smart kid. You've seen one of my many streams on the internet, right? Yikes, meta!
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Really? Have you been living under rock for past decade?
If you consider a small yet formidable apartment a rock, then yes.
Oh. Got it, Lou. Got it.
If you consider a small yet formidable apartment a rock, then yes.
Oh, you sweet child. You are so innocent. So pure. Come, let me show you the path to darkness that is the internet. Sure, I'd like to learn more. Will it hurt or traumatize me? Well, it is part of my job to know all about games, and if Queen Bee is going to give me some insight on the culture around the game, I should take advantage of that.
Lead me farther into the dark abyss, my mistress.
Oh, yes! Queen Bee grabs my arm and pulls me closer to the Fist of Discomfort cabinet. And upon further inspection, I see the whole haphazard pile of tech she's rigged up. You can't just plug one of these cabs into the internet. I use a number of clip-on webcams and mics and stuff. That webcam there broadcasts to my own personal PC back home, which then streams matches live to all my fans. Chat room appears on my phone. It costs a bit to put everything all together. It takes like half an hour to rig up and test each morning, but after doing this here for a couple of years, is easy peasy. Aside from Naomi grinding her teeth at my clip-on cameras, damaging the paint job, I mean. Anyway, I prefer to stream from Funplex than from home. There is so much to miss out on sitting by your lonesome with the console version of FOD. The crowds, the wicked trash talk, the community.
Wait, are you broadcasting live right now? Are we live right now?
Again, are we live right now? Oh! Fuck, no, that was part of my warm-up. I have got a pretty big tournament coming up. I try to get as much practice in as possible, even if it is with a bunch of fodder. As in FOD-der, as in, you know, chum, lunch meat, scrub, losers.
Yeah, I get it, thanks.
Queen Bee sees something out of the corner of her eye and glances around the arcade floor. She gives a nod to someone hanging near the Street Fighter cabinet. My crew is starting to trickle in. We should be starting team practice soon. Wait, what time is it?
At the tone, the time will be 2:25 p.m. Eastern. Beep, beep.
Oh, I have got to go live in 5 minutes. Listen, kid, it's been swell. We will chat later, right?
Sure. One thing, can you keep the swearing down just like a little bit? We got kids around here. I don't want you to get in trouble with Gavin.
Him? But for you, I will keep it to PG-13. Now, if you will excuse me, there are some butts out there that I need to kick. Later. And with a wave and a twirl, she completely abandons me and returns to her fist of discomfort game. Queen Bee fires up her broadcast rig, and the shouting and milder swearing start up again. I should probably get out of here before I accidentally end up on the stream. Passion seems to run deep in this arcade. Everybody's spirit burning with passion for, well, various things. But hey, passion's passion. She seems to like me, which will make my job easier in the long run. There's a huge FOD community in this arcade, despite being a tiny strip mall joint, so that's good to know. Let's see, what's a handle next? She's basically your wife already. It's actually incredible that literally every person we've met, chat is like, so we're dating them, right? So are we dating everybody? Ken, what's up, dude? How are you? Wife her for Octo. Before we continue on, I'm trying to think of what, like, because it's been a while since we've done a visual novel. I'm trying to think of what other classic visual novel voices I haven't done yet. Oh, we don't have anybody who does this. We don't have anybody who's the Linda. So there's that. A French accent. Feels a little out of place in this game. Not that it... No, we have somebody who's country. The bro voice. Oh, dude. That voice? Yeah. For totally. Yeah, okay. Got bro voice. That's a good one. We have Valley Girl already. So far we've done Amarantha, Valley Girl, Country. Valley Girl, Country Girl. We've done Daria Sandy. My attempt at a cool guy voice. Not great. Shy person voice. That is one. Do a Spanish accent. I've tried that before, and I got messages from Danny. I got messages from Danny being like, I can't fucking believe this. So I've been scared off. I'm never doing it again. Do you have a sound bar for voice editing? Oh, like a thing that can make me sound like robots and stuff? No, I've never had anything like that. I would love to. A lot of people really like the Go XLR. I know a lot of people with that now. Sam has one. I don't know that he's messed with it very much, but... Oh, the cut of your jib voice. Oh, Jesus. I wonder if that'll wake Clark up doing that voice a bunch. It's a very aggressive voice. Okay, wait. Let's make a list. I'll just do it on my phone. So, cut of your jib. Jib. Shy, Linda, Surfer, Cockney. Cut of your jib, Shy, Linda, Surfer, Cockney. Write down the current voices too. You don't want doubles. I won't forget everybody's voices. Wizard is so hard to do consistently, though. It would have to be, it can't be a main character.
Like, doing this for a long amount of time.
It actually, like, starts to hurt your mouth a lot. It doesn't have longevity. I've been really into the Darkest Dungeon playthrough, but I just want this game now. Look, it's a fun game. We've used the grandma voice. Okay. We've got a good list to work from. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't gonna leave off y'all's faves. Okay. Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze, yeah? The wizard voice takes me back. What's the voice you did for the Divinity 2 stream with Matt Mercer? I don't even remember. I don't remember. Normal voice? My normal voice is the narrator. Like the internal dialogue is all my normal voice, so. My mutant floor attendant senses detect danger from the left-hand side of the arcade. I quickly rush all of the 30 feet to the scene of the crime, already in progress. Angry rando, come on! Hurry the fuck up, finish your game. Do you work here? I saw you behind the desk earlier. Note to self, ask Gavin. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Ask Gavin for a name tag or something.
Yeah, I'm butt bag floor attendant.
Well, stop attending to the carpets and attend to me. I want this badonkadonk to wrap up his damn game so I can play. Ashley's face is obscured beneath her costume's mask, but I can feel her wince as the man curses up a blue streak.
Sure, there are children present, so please keep the swearing to a minimum.
You kick this fat piece of patoots off the game, and I'll sing Mary Had a Little Lamb all you want. Figuring I ought to hear the fat piece of patoots side of the story before rushing to judgment, I tap the player on the shoulder. Oh, who's this sweet Chad? Who's this quantum theory man? He doesn't even notice, so I tap again. Twice. I don't even know what to do with him. I just made a list of all these voices.
Sir, there are other players waiting to give Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze a spin.
Curiously, the player looks up at the game's marquee. Thank you, Naomi, which simply reads, Moopy. Give him a Chad Quantum voice? He talks like me, except deeper. Like, I don't. Let's see. Can I do this? Can I? I'm blanking on how to, like, turn that into a deeper voice. Move the cam to the middle. Oh, I am covering up the one-ups and whatnot. Move the cam to the middle. I'm not a fan of that. I could just get rid of the cam. I'd be fine with that. I could also just put the cam down here. I'm not really covering up anything that matters. I mean, he could always just talk like this. But this is a terrible voice. Make him snaggle. Oh, you know the game's full name. Oh my goodness. I'm overwhelmed. What a terrible voice for this sweet dad-looking dude. Heavens to Murgatroyd. All right, great.
Sure, I played it a lot when I was a kid. It's actually called Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze, right? I mean, the wizards and the pellets and the monsters and stuff.
Yeah, a bit terse. as he's laser focused on the game, and I can see why. He's currently sitting on 714,900 points. Holy shit, that's a heck of a high score. Or as this other guy would probably put it, holy shit. Excuse me.
Right. Sir, can you please wrap up your game?
Nope. I'm keeping good pace here. Plenty of lives stocked. On par for getting close to the world record before Killer Screen. Somehow the thick arcade jargon sounds classier when draped in his British accent. You know what? Ignore that. Like I'm watching some documentary program on the BBC. It's English. Don't tell Sam. It's just everything he says just sounds so classy when draped in the dulcet tones of Snagglepuss. Oh no.
Yeah, but this is a public arcade and other folks want to play the games, you know?
He finishes clearing the current board while pondering the predicament. Okay. At first, I think he's stepping away to end his game, but he's letting his stock of 50 extra dudes slowly deplete as he pulls out his wallet. Without pause, he pulls out $3,000 in cash and holds it out. Will this cover it? For a moment, I flash back to that movie where some dude pays another dude to sleep with his wife, and they roll around in bed covered in money and,
Cover what exactly?
the cost of the game. The game itself. I've never seen this much raw cash in one place at any given time. It's not even 20s. Dude's rolling in Benjis.
One moment, please.
On it.
Fortunately, Iris already has my messenger app open for me with Gavin's contact info preloaded. With trembling fingers, I key in, customer wants to buy Moopy for $3K. What do? In less than a minute, I have my response. Considering we paid $200 for it plus parts, yes, absolutely yes, sell that relic immediately. Welp, okay then. Although, how's Naomi gonna react to this, offloading one of her darlings just because Gavin wants to make a 15-fold profit? It also feels kind of weird to be taking advantage of this guy's lack of a grasp on the real costs of old arcade machines. I knew all this workplace drama was going to catch up to me at some point. On the first day? Yike. But with this rando breathing down my neck, I gotta make a decision. Game was $200. I'm not sure we should sell. $3,000 sounds about right. I'm not sure if we should sell this game. $3,000 sounds about right. It's yours.
I'd say 3 large is more than fair. It's all yours.
I quickly pocket the money, feeling vaguely like a thief. A thief who will be eating well tonight, mind you.
You want me to get the dolly and wheel this old thing out of here for you?
But he shakes his head. Absolutely not. I'm leaving the game right where it is. Oh, perfect. Amazing.
But you bought it?
So I can play it whenever I want for as long as I want, provided nobody else is already playing, of course. Wouldn't be proper to interrupt somebody. But I wouldn't want to take it away from the Funplex. Naomi would cry, and we can't have that, can we?
I guess not.
Which leaves the rando hopping mad. To be fair, we had been kind of ignoring he exists. What the diddly-doop, man? What kind of an arcade is this? Diddly-doop. I'm going to Deco's Palace. I keep almost reading that as Deku's Palace. What a sweet Chad. And I wish that saying what a sweet Chad didn't have a double meaning on the internet, but here we are. And we just lost a customer, stomping his way out of the door. Stomp, stomp, stomp. On the plus side, Naomi won't cry. On the negative side, I just drove a rando out into the cold. What a disagreeable fella. As for the player, well, he goes right back to playing. eating pellets, zapping ghosts, clearing mazes. With the crisis behind us, I can actually focus on who this gonzo rich guy actually is. Splashing around the cash, aren't we, Mr. Moneybags? I'm digging that dad bod. He does seem to care about more than just the game. I'm always gonna go for the, like, they seem like a nice fella. Take it from someone wallowing around in the lower tax brackets. The rich can do whatever they want, whenever they want. And yet, that's not what this guy did. He could have, but he let us keep the game. He just wants to play. That's all. And why? Because of Naomi. Because of the Funplex. It's a home and a family for the games and for us. Maybe it's for the best that I sent that rando out the door in favor of this guy.
So you know Naomi?
He's happy to talk, even while playing. Oh, of course, I'm a Funplex regular. My name is Percy. I'd hazard you are a new floor attendant. I was here when Francine seated you behind the desk earlier.
That's me, Buttbag McBooty, Arcade Wrangler.
Well then, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I look forward to getting to know you better.
So you've seriously just been playing Moopy all day?
What can I say? It's my calling. I actually owned a Moopy cabinet once, had it in my flat. But playing it by myself, all alone in the dark, it's not the same. I need the atmosphere.
The beeps and the boops?
No, those you eventually learn to filter out. I mean everything. The games, the lights, the kids, the feeling of being in an arcade. I score my best when I'm in a real-world condition. It's all about the emotions, the laughter and the tears and the excitement of completion. I need that swirling chaos of human emotion around me to play at my finest. Naomi gets it. She keeps Moopy in top condition for the day I eventually land my high score.
Oh, what's the current world record?
About 3.5 million. This guy's been standing here since I was working the morning shift. Hours and hours, and he's still only 720k into his game. Can't imagine him being in anything but top health condition to try this. Guy's gotta have legs made out of carbon fiber and a bladder of tungsten. I just let a few extra lives drain out whenever I need to pee. Also, he may be psychic. I feel like I should let him get back to the game, but burning questions, they burn like fire. Gotta get your Moopy dripped in gold. You must have a solid job with good income. Your score's more important than your bank balance. He's a marathoner like Sam. Fuck.
If you don't mind me commenting on it, that's a lot of money to just have on you. What do you do for a living?
Oh, this and that. He doesn't really seem to care to talk about work. Not in a guarded way. It's just less interesting than his current maze. Maybe he's actually the head of an international diamond smuggling ring. They hide the stones inside arcade games. Day trading.
Huh?
Day trading, stocks and bonds. Anybody can do it if they have a head for the numbers. It's really nothing important. Or maybe he's a day trader. I don't feel people are defined by their work. I know the arcade is home to those who've made their passion into their work, but it's the passion that matters more. I have my passions, same as anybody. I look forward to learning yours as well. Aw, what a sweetie. When I'm not deep in the middle of a game. He's getting more and more distracted by the game. I should probably leave him be.
I have to do that thing about stuff.
Be seeing you, Miss McBooty. Yet another weird encounter in a string of weird encounters. Oh my god, he's my uncle. He runs the local mafia. He's a hitman. I found you, Miss McBooty. Get it together and bring it back to me. Bye, Avi. Thanks for hanging out. I would think he was hitting on you if McBooty wasn't your actual last name. Yeah. By the end, he sounded more like the high-score junkies you hear about in documentaries. Obsessed, driven, kind of strange. But that's not the impression I had of him from the beginning. He smiled when talking about not splitting up the arcade. There's something more going on there. But, well, he's a Funplex regular. There'll be plenty of time to learn more later. I've got work to do. Let's see, what to handle next. In the distance, I see a number of people gathering, which is surprising since the first half of my shift was complete and utter solitude. How dare you bring back such a vivid memory from middle school? Don't get me wrong, I'm happy to see that people do come to the arcade, but it's quite a crowd that's assembling. Like, larger than Queen Bee's team was. Rowdier, too. It has to be against some fire code or safety protocol or something, right? Speaking as a citizen that enjoys living. Having an escape route in case of emergency is necessary. Time to clear the way and pave my own path of safety. Oh my. As I approach, I see flashing neon lights accompanied by upbeat Europop drifts. It's an auditory flashback right to 1980X. I can't help but nod my head to the beat. A pulsating mass of people have surrounded Showtime stage, cheering on the current player. I can't wait. The game itself takes up a whole corner of the arcade, requiring a fair amount of space to actually play.
Showtime Stage is an ultra-modern arcade smash hit. It uses motion tracking sensors hidden behind the colored spotlights to check dance pose accuracy and score your sweet moves. It's pure dance fever. Can you catch the fever, Budbag?
I had my dance fever shots at the doctor's office earlier this season.
As the dance ends, one of the players hops down from the stage and immediately starts talking to a young man leaning up against the back wall. Did you see that, Tio? I got my first AA on Stop the Beat. Oh, Tio. Totally, bud. Yeah, totally. I'm trying to summon the surfer voice and it's like not happening. Date them both at the same time. I forgot she called her character Buttbag. You know. Sponsored by Cyberdog. He looks like a stand user. He does, yeah. Bruh, I did. You're doing great. Remember last month you couldn't even pass that song? Totes impressive. Here we go. Yeah. Totes impressive.
I'm gonna keep practicing and one day maybe even surpass you.
Hey man, I hope you do. And when you do, you can be the one who brings in new dancers and teaches them how to play. As the next song starts, my eyes shift from their conversation to observe the gyrations and intricate limb movements coming from Showtime stage. I feel my head bobbing and my foot tapping. It's a real catching song. Can you blame me? Only for it to turn out he has a thick French accent. No! I'm getting really into it when I feel a hand on my shoulder. How about you? You want to take the spotlight? Sure, I can learn as I go. Let's dance. Back when I was stomping around on dance mat games as a kid, they had arrows. Not sure I'd even know how to play this one, but caught my curiosity. From the previous observed conversation, this guy seems to know the ins and outs of this weird dancing game, and is keen to teach.
Before I commit to getting down with my bad self, I think I should know a little more about exactly what that entails. Plus, I'm used to playing these games solo, less chance of stomping on someone else's foot that way.
That is a valid point. However, how could I resist to ask a gal such as yourself? You caught my eye the moment you walked over. Hey, wait, you're new here.
Yes, very.
My name's Mateo, but everyone here just calls me Teo.
Teo's the best! Oh my god! Greatest guy ever! Holy shit! He's sort of like our leader! Oh my god!
Please, I'm like nothing. He looks directly into my eyes. Nothing as special as you. Oh, Jesus, you're at a 15. Take it down. I just like to show newbies the ropes and teach them how to play. Our community is small, but we're super close. I think you'd be a perfect addition to our gang. So what do you say? Play our silly dancing game. Teo outstretches his arms to me, waiting for my hand to grab his. I mean, I want to play. I don't want to take his hand, though. He's like, he's dehydrated. Bring back the dad. I am at work. That's true. Politely decline. Shake your head no. The offer is hard to refuse. Dance games are fun. But I can't imagine being up there, dancing in front of a huge crowd. That's not why. It's because it's a lot right now. Maybe after I've played Showtime stage multiple times. Alone. Possibly in the dark.
I'll give it a try eventually after I sort out the basic steps. Maybe you can teach me how this thing works.
Oh, okay, great.
I would enjoy that. I've taught many lead-footed newbies to become master movers and shakers.
No time for lessons, unfortunately. I'm on the clock. I'm the new floor attendant, Buttbag.
Really? But I haven't seen you around here at all. What happened to the other guy? He was actually pretty good at Showtime Stage, now that I think about it.
He's out. I'm in. It's currently year 0 of the floor attendant Buttbag regime.
Well, it's an honor to meet you, Buttbag. I hope we get to know each other well.
Indeed.
Why is our conversation? Any of you who have watched Hannibal before, you know how sometimes when people are having a conversation in the TV show Hannibal, when people are having a conversation in Hannibal, you're like, people don't talk like this. Like, this is such an elevated way to have a conversation. This whole conversation feels so like, it's just like at an 11. This conversation feels like it's at an 11.
For someone that loves Showtime Stage as much as you do, I haven't actually seen you play yet.
True, most of the time during these meetups, I tend to let everyone else play. I go around and make sure everyone is happy and having a blast.
But what about you and your feelings?
Teo shrugs. My happiness comes from making other people happy. That's all I need in life.
Which is all well and good, but I still need to deal with this crowd. How best to handle it. Want to film a workplace safety video? We need to seriously talk about crime. Can you disperse your fans for me, please? This conversation is 4D chess. That's what I'm saying. We need to seriously talk about crowd sizes.
I know you're having a ball over here, but this crowd is blocking the emergency exit. By law, we have to keep a path present.
Can't you let it slide just this once? For me?
No, if I let it happen once, it's gonna happen all the time. I get it, your crew's passionate about the game, blah blah blah. But a stampede on my first day at work would be bad for everybody. Can you imagine the headlines? Local arcades, floor attendant trampled, first day, blood everywhere?
Ha! Very true. I don't want to be checking my social media tomorrow and click the link to your bitch. We totes can't have that. I got this.
Luckily, the song that was being played just finished. Teo jumps up on the stage and cups his hands over his mouth.
Hey, listen! We need to keep the area to the left of the stage clear. Hey now, you know the deal. We all have to be cool about fire safety. Cause fire safety is cool. It's Buttbag's first day. Let's show her some respect.
I see everyone turn around and glare at me. Great, now I'm gonna be known as the party pooper. I guess I've had worse reputations in my lifetime. Like that one time I had to close the pool because of the dirty bandage floating in the water. No one talked to me for like a week.
Hey, don't disappoint me, crew. Buttbag's just doing her job.
Reluctantly, the crowd reshuffles itself in a semi-orderly fashion. As everyone settles into a safer way of watching the game, Teo jumps down and comes back to me.
Better?
I nod, genuinely impressed with how Teo can capture his community's attention. They listen and have the utmost respect for him.
Yeah, actually, much better.
I didn't mean to cause any trouble. Sometimes we just get so caught up in the game. Of course you know. Hey, you should still join us later. Maybe when your shift's over. We'll all be here dancing till closing time.
As long as that dancing is within the law. Carry on. Officer Buttbag has spoken.
I start to walk away, ready for my next venture, when I remember something I should do. I turn back to Teo.
Hey, thank you.
No problem.
Well, I feel nice and accomplished. I was able to uphold the safety of the arcade, and I made a new friend. It's pretty good for my first day. Even Gavin's got to be impressed.
Right?
With that business sorted out, it's time to leave Showtime Stage. The arcade is now at peace. My work here is done. Whoa! Stumped Gamers, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, everybody. Coming over for Stumped. I'm sorry that I just burped literally the second you raided. What's up? Welcome. We are playing a lovely visual novel. Buttbag is a safety nerd. You know it. You know it. Fire exits are no joke. Buttbag's still just walking around with 3 large. Yo, that's true. We were given $3,000 cash, and we're just chilling with it. My internet screwed over. I missed the whole interaction. The whole last one. It was basically a bunch of people who are obsessed with the DDR of the future. And there's a guy who's amazing at it who teaches people how to play. And he was like, do you want to play? And we were like, no, that's okay. And he was like, all right, no problem. And we were like, but you really need to move this weird crowd of people that are obsessed with you because they're blocking the fire exit. And he was like, what? And we were like, you gotta, you bitch. And he was like, okay. And then he moved everybody and then we left. That's basically it. That's a good recap. Thank you. It also helps the people who just showed up. You have to call him a bitch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're right. That was rude of me. My work here is done. Actually, we're a few hours from closing time, so my work here isn't quite done, but, you know. I'm so at peace, in fact, I don't even notice the underboss of the arcade sliding up on me. Not a bad first day so far. Been keeping tabs on you. Well, others have been. They've been texting me.
You know, you should consider getting a proper group chat app. So I've got a crappy phone plan. My texts aren't free, man.
A valid point. I'll look into it. I'm impressed with how you handle yourself. I think you're gonna work out just fine. Anyway, I've prepared your paperwork. If you'd like to go sign it and make this working relationship a bit more above board.
So you're staying? Please tell me you're staying, because I mean, I fed you and everything.
Francine hasn't fired her yet, right? An adorable nightmare joins the impromptu staff gathering.
Buttbag's off to a great start. So like, here's to your first day, followed by many more, etc.
Don't you two have jobs to do?
Well, I just ordered a replacement power supply for Robotron, so there's like nothing left to do today. Yeah, not many kids around for me to entertain either.
Finally, a quiet moment. My dream job has been going a mile a minute since I got here. But is it my dream job? I told Francine I wasn't sure why I was here, but that I was willing to try and find out for myself. It'd be silly to think I'd find my purpose after a single day. But on the whole, he's been pretty decent. Starting to get along with my coworkers, helping people with their problems. What more could I want? What more could I want? Well, I don't know, not yet, but I'll find out one day.
We've only got a few hours till closing. It's nice and quiet, so how about we game a bit?
Speak for yourself. I've got paperwork to handle. I'm an important business boy. Sorry.
Oh, come on. Don't act like you don't game.
Irrelevant.
I know your dirty little secret.
What?
You sneak in early each morning and play pinball. You are a pinball wizard.
Well, what of it? I bring order to chaos. Pinball is, yeah, for anybody who wasn't here when we met Gavin, he told us that he loves chaos. which felt like a point, like an important point. I bring order to chaos. Pinball is the very expression of the art form.
You know what we should do? Impromptu pinball tourney.
The girls are giggling. I'm finding myself smiling right alongside them. All in all, it's not a bad way to end my first day. Bamboozled. I love mess.
Ah, by the way, I booked a birthday party for this afternoon.
The looks of confusion and outright terror on their faces, all laughter dying off immediately, are vaguely concerning to me. This is fucking music.
Sorry, I meant to tell you, dears, but I plumb forgot.
A birthday party? How old are the kids, may I ask?
Well, it's her 5th birthday. Oh, to be young again. 5-year-olds?
Naomi starts pulling at her hair, eyes wide and trembling, throwing ski balls over her hand into the glass, jumping up and down on pinball machines, putting chewing gum into the coin slots,
pulling at my costume, tearing off pieces.
Naomi, Ashley, keep it together. We've survived kids' birthday parties before. Doom, the end is nigh. Well, I'd hate to get in the way of all the fun. Time for my afternoon nap. Have fun. All right. Battle stations, everyone. I'll take ticket desk so I can oversee operations. Ashley, greet the kids. Naomi, watch for hardware damage. Buttbag, roaming duty. Look for trouble. Do what you can. Prepare yourself. They are coming. Like an oncoming tidal wave, the rumble is felt before it is seen. Parents pulling into the parking lot, minivans disgorging kindergartners, and suddenly... They're adorable. An explosion of small humans rushes the doors, bursting into the arcade before scattering every which way. Even before any of them can get tokens, they're grabbing at joysticks, mashing buttons, eager to get their game on, or even just pretend to be playing. The crew assumes battle stations, Naomi by the fragile pinball machines, Ashley near the door trying to distract the incoming kids, to greet them. Gavin, armed with pre-stacked $10 rolls of toykins, quickly exchanges them with the adults, Beats waiting in line at the change machines. As for the pro gamers, Queen Bee and Teo's friends bolt for the exit, abandoning them, keen on getting out ahead of the surge of kiddies. That's all very well and good, but I've got no idea where I'm supposed to be. Roaming duty, Gavin said. Look for trouble, Gavin said. I mean, I was doing that before, but now the chaos is multiplied. For a few minutes, I'm like a pinball, bounced around, or like that frog trying to cross a highway of traffic. Eventually, I spot 3 possible problems on the rise, and Buttbag, professional floor attendant, is ready to attend to them. Which one of these should I tackle first? I may not be able to deal with all of them in time. Oh gosh. An angry adult shouting at a kid, a little girl crying over her stolen tickets, or 2 kids fighting over a box of cupcakes. Wait, did it say I would get to do all of these or no? It said I won't be able to do all of them, right? Only 2 of them. Okay. Teo and Queen Bee are the gamers. Naomi and Ashley. Percy and Gavin. Percy is the dad? Good luck. Thank you. Okay. I weave my way through waves of children toward the skee ball machines. One little girl sitting at the end of a skee ball ramp is crying. No parent in sight to settle her, so the task falls to me. I'm guessing I should be more cautious about this sort of thing, what with lawsuit-happy parents lurking over by the vending machines, ignoring their children. But floor attendant Buttbag decides to take the case all the same.
Hi, my name's Buttbag, not a joke, and I work here at the arcade. What's wrong? Can I help?
Her sobbing pauses, and she looks at me.
I lost my tickets. Someone stole them from me. I played and I won a bunch, and then I put them down and I was talking to a friend and now they're gone.
I glance around. In a sea of kids, it's impossible to tell who the thief could be.
I didn't even have any more tokens to play with. I spent that one keep all of my tickets.
Okay, easy. We'll figure this out somehow.
Oh, I've got no clue where to even start, to be honest. Maybe there was a witness to the crime. Percy would have had a good view of the redemption game area, based on where Moopy's positioned. Gavin has the ticket desk, a veritable crow's nest for the whole arcade. He could have spotted something. Or I could just bend the rules and solve this directly. Give the kids some replacement tokens for my own stash. I'll take the heat. Gavin had to see where the tickets went, or maybe Percy. Y'all want to talk to Percy. I feel it. I feel it on the wind. I feel it on the chat wind.
Okay, don't worry. I'll get your tickets back one way or another.
Really, Miss Buttbag?
Wait, right here. I'll be back in a jiff.
I walk up to Percy, tapping him on the shoulder to get his attention. Huh? This voice is so stupid.
Sorry to interrupt that girl in pink over there. Someone stole her tickets. I was hoping...
Yes, Sherlock? I know. It's a little distracting hearing you now constantly. Okay. thinking about it. He's thinking about it. He just wants to look at me, I guess. It's fine. You can gaze upon this vision of loveliness as long as you want.
I was hoping you saw something.
Oh,
He frowns a little, looking slightly embarrassed.
sorry, love. I've been pretty deep into this run. I wasn't exactly paying attention. Poor girl, a ruffian, absconded with her tickets.
Yeah, well, I can't exactly expect you to babysit. I'll go check with Gavin.
Now, no need for that. This obstacle can be removed rather readily. Perhaps be an object lesson as well.
He steps away, letting his extra lives croak one by one. Something more important has clearly captured his attention.
Hello, my name's Percy. Did you say you need tickets?
Yeah, I want to get the colored crayons.
50 tickets, if I recall. Tall order, but certainly achievable. Here, let me show you the best way to reach your goal.
He leads our little group a short ways over to a game of colorful spinning lights.
Skee-ball, even when played well, has an expected value of 4 tickets per token. But this game has an EV of 8, 10 if you're sharp.
He demonstrates dropping in a token. The lights start swirling around and around until he snaps out and pushes the single control button with perfect timing, capturing the light right between 2 pink goalposts. 12 tickets come streaming out of the slot, the maximum possible per token.
Simple. Here, I can spot you some tokens to get started.
He produces a short stack of brassy tokens from the ample supply in his pockets, but the girl just sort of stares at the game, confused.
But this game's really boring.
Boring? It's got colorful lights, and it pays very well.
But it's boring. I like rolling the skee balls into the holes.
You want the crayons. This is the most efficient way to get them.
The girl sighs, disappointed, but she's not crying anymore. Distraction was enough to crack her out of the feedback loop of despair, I guess. She hands the tokens back, the stack clinking lightly into Percy's open hand.
Thanks, mister. I got other crayons at home, so I'll just use those.
Not exactly cheered up, but not weeping. Look at his face. He's like, "What's wrong with children today?" says Percy. She mixes back into the crowd to find her friends and play with them instead.
Huh. Well, my apologies, buttbag. It seems I've let you both down. Although I must confess to be rather puzzled. If you have a clear and distinct goal, what's so bad about accomplishing it the most direct way?
She's 5. I think she cares more about fun than expected value.
I'll admit my experience with children is unorthodox. I suppose it's best to admit my failure and move on.
I'd let it ride, but curiosity takes me. This didn't feel like it solved anything. I mean, agreed. Kid's got the spirit of a competitor. Skee-ball is more competitive than Stop the Light. Isn't playing Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze fun for you? Why else would you play it all the time? By unorthodox child experience, what exactly do you mean?
Skee-ball's more challenging. If all she wanted was tickets, she'd have started with the Color Cycler game, right? I mean, when you play a game like Skee-ball, you're competing against yourself. You're trying to beat your best, trying to perfect your shots. You have fun earning tickets.
I suppose that's valid. If the goal is to have fun and the crayons are an extra bonus rather than the other way around, then yeah, I can see it. I certainly can understand competing against one's own skills, constantly improving and honing them. Well, it's been an experience to say the least, but others need your help today, buttbag, and this old man's got a game to do. Thanks for letting me try to help with the girl, and thanks for allowing me to try to help. Even if we both struck out, it shows character.
Thanks. Percy returns to his game, having lost most of his extra lives, but he doesn't seem to mind the setback. If anything, he's smiling more than he was a minute ago. Well, that's sorted. The other 2 situations are about to spin out of control. I've only got time to deal with one of them, but which one? Queen Bee or Naomi? She named herself Buttbag. You know it. Ba-ba-bam! In almost every visual novel I've ever played, I name myself some form of that name. What was my name in Magical Diary. Is that the one that I named myself like Snot Rocket or something? I'm trying to remember. Buford McButts. Oh, that's right. What was the one that what was the snot name? What game did I... Fart Lily. Fart Lily, fuck, that was a good name. Fart Lily, shit. I forgot about that. Oh my god. Okay, I'm going for Queen Bee. The sounds of hardship call to me from the Fast Cars 5 racing games. Shouting adults, crying children, they're never particularly good signs. And I hope beyond hope that I can take this on. I shake the discomfort off. Now's not the time to doubt myself. Need to find out what's going on. And stat! As I get closer to the revving of engines and the clacking of shifting gears, I see a grown woman berate a cowering boy. Oh my, look at this mom of the year. I didn't.
Admit it, you know what you did, you brat. Yeah, you manipulated my precious son to put his tokens in your game, and you should be ashamed. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Children like you are the worst. Nyah.
I feel like I'm doing a fucking G.I. Joe dub. Like, I'm sure if we were playing this with voices on, she would have a perfectly good voice. Oh no! Oh no, my baby! I'm a little tired. It's partly that. Yeah, you can turn on voices in this game. We just turn them all off so that we could do all this.
Ma'am, please keep your voice down. There's no need to shout at a child, no less. What's going on over here?
This jerk off of a boy told my sweet Josh he should put his tokens in the racing machine. Nyeh. Oh my god. The second I looked at chat, I saw somebody say sounds like Josh is a snitch. Sounds like Josh is a fucking snitch. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. There's like certain things
they're just, they're like doing that yeah sound. It's like really fun. I don't know how to put it. Like, getting to do that and put a face to it is so fucking funny to me. Because I don't know how to put it. Oh my god. Okay. I can't. Let's just take a fucking minute, lady. Chill out, it's fine. Before I say anything else, I spot Queen Bee and Teo out of the corner of my eye. Queen Bee looks infuriated. Teo has buried his face in his hand. Now that I stop and think about it, they might have some insight. I need to blow my nose. Hold on. Goodness. Oh my goodness. Racing games are right next to Showtime stage. Teo probably had a good vantage point of the whole thing if he was dancing on stage. And just by the way, Queen Bee's brows are furrowed. I can tell something is not sitting right with her. I could ask one of them for their help, or I could try to solve this by myself. Let's get Queen Bee involved in this shit. Since Queen Bee has been consumed by rage, I bet she knows what's really going on here. I wave her over to join us. I attempt to reach out to her for guidance.
Ma'am, I know you're upset right now, but I think that
This lady is a fucking no good piece of shit. Wow, nope, not helping. This is in fact the furthest away from helping I could ever envision. The kid runs away to avoid the loud people as I try my best to defuse the situation. This boy did nothing wrong. Nothing.
Excuse me.
Pardon?
How dare you?
There's no way I'm getting a word in between these two. I sigh and resign myself to just watching it play out. How dare I? How fucking dare you for yelling at that kid? I don't care if he did what you claim or not. You've no right to traumatize him over it.
That boy's a thief. He's gonna grow up to be a criminal. A criminal!
That still doesn't fucking matter. Do you honestly think, like, take a single fucking second of your life and really think that shouting at a child is an effective way to handle this?
Nyeh. Who do you think you are?
I am the nemesis of evildoers, righter of wrong, the rising star of L7 gaming. Queen Bee poses in her trademark pose. I am the one and only Queen Bee. This reminds me of Guitar Man. And in the name of Funplex, I will punish you. And Sailor Moon. So many good things all coming together right now.
Well, I never, in all my years, you're worse than that kid. Josh, we're leaving. Nyeh.
Well, that's one way to handle that. Woman scoops up her child and storms out the front door. I don't think we'll see her or her son anymore. Frankly, I'm good with that. Once they're gone, Queen Bee turns her attention back to me. Oh, people like this really piss me off. My blood is boiling. And hey, thank you for backup.
You're welcome? I didn't actually do anything.
Yes, well, I knew you had my back. I can sense you are like me. I can't stand to see people get screamed at. It sucks, even though she screams at people all the time. Queen Bee's whole aura changes from her normal upbeat snark to completely down in the dumps. It's a side of her I haven't seen yet. She looks so sad. But you yell at people all the time. I know she looks upset, but doesn't Queen Bee yell all the time? At what did she call them? Fodder?
I'm confused. You shout and scream at people all the time. How is that different?
I am not yelling. I am talking with passion.
Oh.
Look, there is a difference, kid. Just trust me. I speak and I shout, all in good spirit. What that lady was doing was malice and vitriol. No one should ever be treated that way. Ever. Anyway, show is over. Go check on that boy.
Hey, we got 2 points with Queen Bee. Hell yeah.
Oh shit, that kid, I totally forgot, you're right.
I always am. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to try to squeeze in a few more matches before quit. I'm out.
Queen Bee takes one more moment to triangulate the safest path back to Fist of Discomfort through a sea of kids. After poking around a bit, I managed to find the kid, still shaken up from the whole ordeal.
Hey, I'm sorry about that. Are you okay?
Oh, I think so. I didn't do anything. The other kid, he came up out of nowhere and he dropped his token in my slot. After I lost, I got off the game and I offered it to him, but he ran away.
And then that woman approached you and started yelling.
The boy nods, wiping his snotty nose on his shirt.
Uh-huh.
Well, if it's any consolation, Bad Lady's gone. I don't think she's ever gonna come back.
Especially after the way Queen Bee burned her. The boy, cheeks still streaked with cheers, lets a smile spread across his face.
Well, thanks. Tell the other lady thanks for sticking up for me, too.
I nod, and the boy scurries off and rejoins his friends. 2 problems in the can. Now to deal with that cupcake problem, too late. Vintage Midway cabinet Naomi just finished fixing up is covered in icing. Looks like Ashley's costume is going to need dry cleaning, too. I shoot them a helpless look and a shrug. Oh, hey, butt bag. Yeah, I kind of wish it was pink icing, because, then nobody would notice.
Yeah, sorry about that. I wasn't quick enough.
Oh, you still helped out. I saw you with those kids. You're a natural. And I think things are winding down anyway, so why not just take a break? I'll swap off with you and take a break myself afterwards.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds great. I fucking hate kids.
Honestly, I'm kind of worn out. Ashley's right. I need to step away from the craziness, if only for a few minutes. After a silent nod from Gavin to confirm it's cool, I slip away, headed for the employee lounge. What a day. Quirky coworkers, diehard pro gamers, volatile kids getting into volatile situations. I'd say it's a recipe for wackiness or some such cliche, but nothing's an easily dismissed cliche when it's happening to you directly. Frankly, I'm exhausted. I drop down into one of the cheap folding metal chairs in the employee break room, groaning and rolling my head back to try and work the kinks out of my shoulders. And I spot an upside down kid? Huh. Oh wait, I'm the one leaning backward. I sit up and turn around instead. That's better. Wait, what is a kid doing back here?
Hey,
I think he was hoping I wouldn't notice him. Hi.
Hi. And you are?
Mikey.
Okay, that's a start. Hi, Mikey. My name's Buttbag. So, what are you doing back here? It's an employee area. Wait, there's a keypad. Wait, how did you get in?
The guy at the desk dropped this. He holds out a piece of paper with the door code written on it. Score 1 for Ashley's wild storytelling being more fact than fiction.
Okay, but you can't stay back here. Well, I don't see any knives or stabbing implements left out in the open, so I guess it's technically safe, but...
Please don't send me back out there. Well, this is curious. I lean in so we can be on the same eye level.
Is there something wrong? You can tell me. I work here. I'm the gal who solves problems.
No problems. I just don't want to go out there.
You don't want to play with your friends?
He gives me the most cynical, bitter laugh I've ever heard out of a kindergartner. I don't have friends. I don't know anybody here. My family moved to the city, and before that we lived in another city. And one more before that. I was too little to remember. Mom told me to come to the party anyway, and I didn't wanna, but she took me, and then she left because she has to work.
New kid in town, huh?
He nods mutely. Still, I should have busted him there and then, brought him back out to the party where the other parents could supervise him. I should have told Gavin, should have enforced the rules of the arcade.
Okay, kid, I won't tell on you. If you want to stay back here for the rest of the party, I'll keep you company.
Thanks. You won't tell my mom?
Nope.
Why? I thought you'd want to make me go, because you're an adult like my mom.
I wasn't always an adult. I was a kid once. New kid in town, in fact.
You were the new kid?
Yeah, although for me, that started happening back when I was like 10. Again and again, moved from town to town, school to school. Never really made any friends, not for years. Mom and Dad kept losing their jobs, taking on new ones, worse ones. They'd be working all day long, too tired when they came home to do much of anything. So after years and years of this, I stopped hoping things would get better, and I decided I'd just take what I could get. I'd go with the flow.
What does that mean?
It means that you don't care. Some things are good, some things are bad, but you just don't care. You just do what you gotta do, without really being sad about it.
That sounds sad. You weren't sad? It's sad to not care about anything, right?
I guess I was sad. Just told myself I wasn't gonna be sad, even though I was.
And then I bite my tongue hard, because my little involuntary trip down memory lane was not gonna help this kid out. Wouldn't have helped a little butt bag out if an adult did this for me. So instead, I decided to be the adult that little butt bag would have needed. Oh god. Could be worse. Aliens could attack. Won't always be this bad. Life has ups and downs. Your mommy loves you. That's why she works hard. This won't beat you, right? You're a tough kid. You take the time you need and I'll stay with you.
Hey, Mikey, look. Both of us had sad times, but it's not always gonna be like that. Now I work here at an arcade. I help people play fun games all day. How cool is that? And I did make a friend eventually, a nice girl named Juniper. She helps me when I'm feeling bad, and I help her. I won't lie to you. You'll still feel sad sometimes. Life can be really difficult, but it won't always be difficult. If you keep your head up, you can ride through the good and the bad parts. Is there anything in your life that's always good, no matter what?
Mikey thinks it over. I like cartoons. And I could watch those no matter where we live.
You see, no matter how sad you get, you always have cartoons. Any city you live in will have them. See? There are good things, along with the bad. Does anybody else at your school like the same cartoons you do?
I don't know.
Do you want to find out? I mean, there's a super easy way. You just ask them.
Really?
Really? I mean, you'd be surprised.
Okay. Miss Buttbag?
Yeah.
Do you like Ultra Warrior Unicorn Rainbow Champions too?
I love Ultra Warrior Unicorn Rainbow Champions. Oh, don't tell your mom I used a bad word.
The kid grins, amused that he caught me swearing. And well, then we're both laughing, because I'm just an ordinary person now, not some authority figure. I make mistakes. Both of us have highs and lows.
I bet some of the kids out there also love Ultra Warrior Unicorns Rainbow Champions. I mean, who doesn't? How about we go back out there? You can ask the other kids what cartoons they like. I mean, you'll never know unless you ask.
I don't know.
I'm not saying they'll all be your friends. Some won't, but some will. The good and the bad, Mikey. You get both if you look. It's worth looking for the good.
Okay, I'll go talk to him.
That's the spirit.
I take his hand and lead him back out into the main room. And before Francine overheard the whole conversation. And off he goes. I'm not fooling myself. I know I haven't fixed all Mikey's problems. I'm not a child psychologist. That was entirely me flying by the seat of my pants. But for a moment there, I was able to help somebody in the same crappy situation I found myself long ago. 15 years ago. Everything changed. No more family vacations, no more arcades. We couldn't afford them, and they couldn't take time off work. The whole McBooty family had to learn to settle. Sorry, this is serious. Stop laughing, guys. God. To accept the lot in life that we'd been dealt. To simply go with the flow. Never hoping, never wanting. Juniper did her best to pull me out of the mire. I'd only known her a few years. One of the few stable times in my life. But she knew the edge I'd been pushed to. And now here I am. Today has been, well, bonkers. Alternatively, boring and hectic, surreal, and way too real. But I can honestly say I'm more alive today than I have been in a very, very long time.
Beep, beep. Beep, beep, butt bag.
Huh?
My emotional voice analysis subroutines combined with your body language suggest that you're very happy right now.
Yeah, I guess I am. How did you know?
'Cause I just told you, silly.
No, I mean, how did you know that I would love this job so much?
Oh, that's easy. I didn't.
What?
I lied. I was 47% sure. Oh, it has elements that seem to click with your optimal social requirements, like a fun atmosphere, spirited coworkers, helping people, etc. Also, I cross-referenced your roommate's postings talking about how much you enjoyed arcade visits when you were a kid. Still 47%. But I was 99.97% sure that if I said I was 99.97% sure, you would be willing to give it a shot.
Another thing to thank Juniper for, I guess. You're a weird app, you know that?
I try.
What a cute game. From the cars pulling up in the parking lot, it looks like the party's over. Just about closing time for the arcade, anyway. Most of the gamers have filed out by now if they hadn't already fled the tidal wave of kiddies. My first impulse is to go bug Gavin about my paperwork, but that can wait. I'd rather go help someone with the tidying up, or maybe see how our VIP gamers are doing. Not enough time to run around checking in with everyone, though, so who do I want to hang out with? Oh, shit. Gavin's tapping at his tablet and frowning. Ashley's quietly repairing her costume. Naomi's prying gum out of a coin slot. Queen Bee's packing up her gear. Teo's cooling down with some Fast Cars 5. And Percy's finally finishing his Moopy game. I didn't get to hang out with Naomi, so I'm gonna go talk to Naomi. Naomi's definitely looking like she could use a hand. Someone jammed bright pink bubblegum into a coin slot. She's trying to clear the sticky mess out. How could they? How could they do this to poor innocent little Cubert?
Hey, do you need a hand?
Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, I'll work on the second player slot for me. I got swabs and stuff in my kit there. Just grab whatever you need. Honestly, the nerve of those kids. No respect at all for these games. Games aren't like chew-proof, machine-washable baby toys. They're delicate. They deserve love and care.
But they are toys, correct?
Well, yeah, I mean, of course. Just, they're also works of art. I know not everybody sees it that way. Back in the 80s, operators would just throw away games that didn't perform well. And in the end, an arcade has to make money. It means using and abusing a game until it's time to put it out to pasture. But I don't have to like it, right? Stand up for game rights. Kids had a lot of fun. They're not all mean.
Nothing justifies deliberately trashing a game like this, but if it helps, the party was a success and everybody had fun playing your wonderful games. So for every kid who hurt you, a dozen more would thank you. If they knew you were providing these great games and making sure they stayed playable,
Yeah, you're right. Kids aren't all bad, of course. I'm not really good with kids, not like Ashley, but if they learn to love games when they're young, they'll love them all their life, right? But I do have to be realistic. I know this isn't a museum. We aren't preserving priceless treasures for generations to come. Sometimes I treat it like my little private collection, but really, I do want people to play and enjoy the games, and it wears them down in time. As long as I'm here, I'll pick up a game when it wobbles on its feet, dust it off, straighten it up, send it out there to be played with all over again. With the last of the gum pulled out of the slot, Naomi closes up her toolbox. I should probably pull the coin mechs entirely and give them a good cleaning tomorrow, but I didn't want to let the gum sit overnight, I'm heading home soon. I'll see you tomorrow. Right?
You got it, Naomi.
Great. With things winding down, there's just one last thing to take care of before I'm out the door. I seek out Gavin to handle the remains of the day. Buttbag. Good work.
Thanks, boss. Mid-boss, sub-boss.
Gavin will do. I can't say you've been a perfect employee, but my standards are impossibly high, so I'll just assume you were as close to perfect as is reasonable. Not entirely sure why you consulted Percy regarding those tickets. He's not staff, but I suppose that's a minor issue. Normally, I'd have dealt with angry parents myself, but I was distracted. I've only second-hand accounts of your performance there, but allowing Queen Bee to yell at the customer is
questionable, at best. She's volatile. I'd rather you have handled that one on your own, all told. I'm pleased to say the sale of Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze for a full $3,000 will indirectly offset quite a few of these costs. I'm glad you consulted me on that, and stuck to your guns on the pricing. Even if I'd be happy to be rid of that relic entirely. Why it's still here is a good question. Was I not clear I wanted it gone?
Percy didn't want to break up the family.
They're machines, not people.
He also didn't want Naomi to be sad.
Yes, well, Naomi needs to learn to let go, I'd say. Ahem.
Are you giving our poor little buttbag a hard time, Gavin dear?
Miss Francine, I thought you were napping.
Naomi's dreams matter too, as does the dream of Percy, that poor fellow.
Poor? Isn't Percy stinking rich?
Gavin, I know you mean well, wanting to keep everyone's dreams afloat, but sacrifices made in that name which shatters the dreams of others, well, that's not what Funplex is all about, dearie. Buttbag, you understand, yes, the reason why?
Why am I here? That's the question she asked me during the interview. I think I understand.
I didn't really know why I was here when I walked in the doors. Maybe I still don't, but it's the kind of place where you can learn who and what you are and why you're here. Naomi's here to care for her cherished games. Percy's chasing his dream of a high score. I'm here because I'm tired of compromising and tired of settling for whatever I can get, and I want something more out of life. You know, we're better than this, Gavin. We don't settle. We seek our why, and we won't settle for anything less.
I see. Buttbag, Miss Francine, I apologize. It's difficult to balance my idealism against my realism some days, but I know in my heart I need to err on the side of idealism, even if my mind screams in protest. I can assume you're still keen to work here, Buttbag. I don't even hesitate.
Absolutely.
Gavin fetches a nearby short stack of forms. Fill these out tonight, hand them to me first thing in the morning, and, welcome to Funplex.
Welcome to the family, I'd say. I'm sure you'll fit in just fine, Buttbag. Everybody's cute. Everybody's a cutie. One bus ride later, and I'm home again. Home again, jiggity jig. Juniper, already home from work, bounds over eagerly to interrogate me on my day. So, how did it go?
I went well.
Well or well?
Really well. Your little app came through, despite being terrifyingly omniscient and a little bit unnerving.
You forgot to mention adorable. That's wonderful. I'm so glad to hear that things worked out, and you even came home with a smile, like when you were a lifeguard.
Huh, I guess I am smiling. Interesting.
By the way, there's this one teensy-weensy little question that I have for you. Why exactly did you order a giant crate full of pizza bagels? Did I neglect to mention part of the terms? Oh, Iris.
Did I neglect to mention that part of the terms and conditions?
On the plus side, I know what I'm having for lunch tomorrow.
Yuck, 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 yuck.
And that's level 1 of Arcade Spirits complete. Look, you won a prize. You'll get one of these for each level you clear, plus some extras for various endings and other hidden thingies. Now, let's see your score. You're on Queen Bee's good side, beats being on her bad side.
Whoa, yeah. Queen Bee is super into us. And so is Naomi. All right.
You're proving to be level-headed, rational, and honest. Great. Also, you scored 6,000 points. Nice. Keep talking with people and your score will go up, up, up. Today's pizza fact is...
Oh, that's right. We subscribe to Pizza Facts. I forgot.
Today's pizza fact is Americans eat approximately 100 acres of pizza each day, or 350 slices per second. Wowee. Do you want to save your game before proceeding to level 2?
Save the game, please. Beep. No, it's fine. If that's true, damn. I remember reading something like that. So I think that's true. No, wowie, wow, wow, wow. I think that's like a pretty good stopping point. So I think we'll end it there. What a good game. God, this is I'm so glad that we played this. This is such a cute game. The lovely creators have been in chat while we've played, which has been amazing. We need to bump up those numbers. Yeah, Arcade Spirits. It's on Steam. There's a demo that you can grab. I'm really enjoying it. So definitely check it out. If like watching the stream, you were like, yeah, I'd love to play some of this. And yeah, if you guys want, we'll play some more. We'll probably have this be like a night stream game. So next time we would play it would be Sunday then. Yeah? Sick. I think it's pretty cute. Amazing. Okay, let's read off our event list for the stream, and then I'm gonna curl up and play some auto chess in bed. That's my plan. That's my plan. Oh my gosh, a lot of stuff has happened. Thank you guys so much. Okay, I'm going to read this off. If you're taking off, thank you so much for watching. If it was your first time here, you were part of a raid or a host, welcome. I hope that we will see you again in the future. Please follow us. And yeah, other than that, take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic day. We'll raid somebody after this as well. Sauron's Hot Dogs, thank you so much for the 2 years. Appreciate it. Happy anniversary. Oblivious to Me, thank you so much for the 6 months. Dr. Jazzfist, thank you for the 15. Rayland, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the Katogungu. Be Excellent, thank you for the 14 months. Paul Under Intensity, thank you for the 1 year. Happy anniversary. Miffy, thank you so much for the biddies. Kaylee Nicole for the 23, almost 2 years. Jin Carr and Wicked, both of you, welcome to the Cat Gang. Thank you so much for the primes. Gila Monsters, thank you for the 33. Derek for the 7. My babu has RSV, so we get to stay home from work / daycare tomorrow. RSV. What does RSV stand for? This is one of the first streams I've been able to catch since she was born 4 months ago. Oh, snuggle her lots. Third person only, thank you for the 29 months. Fletcher Za, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Juliet Ta, thank you for the 20. Video Game Cats, thank you for the 2. SP Wolftech and Windwanker, both of you, welcome to the Cat Gang. Thanks so much. Sonic Advance, thank you for the 30. Ryuk for the 34. Generic Account and 10th Muse, thank you for the biddies. Nix Pip, thank you so much for the 5. Literature Geek for subscribing. Bananagram for the 27. Soul Saint for the 15. Ben Skeen, thank you for the 29. Asteroid for the 6. Respiratory syncytial virus. Oh my God, I don't even know what that. Hopefully it's not super serious. Hopefully your babu is A+, totally fine. I'm putting those feels out into the world. Asteroid, thank you for the 6. Duncor for the 53. Jerfy Jerf for the 47, almost 4 years. Cheshire Pierrot and Ando Valder and Malik, all of you, welcome to the Cat Gang. Thank you so much for the support. Kit, thank you for the 29 months. Dead Carrots for the 1 year. Happy anniversary. Moosiest, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome. Potato, thank you for the biddies. Wonderland Spy, thank you for the 10. Alamarana for the 22. Sailor Trash for the 9. Loper Panda gifted a sub to 2 Flower. Welcome back to the Cat Gang, and thank you again for making such a lovely game and for hanging out with us. Clay Jams, thank you for the 7 months. King Quill for the 5. Zero Dark Blaze for the 41. C. Decker for the 2 years. Happy anniversary to you as well. Thank you so much. Cat Detalo Art, thank you for the 13. Fixer DK for the 32. Nab That Cat and Run for the 7. Detective Zen, thank you for the 31. Wiggin, thank you for the 3 years. Happy anniversary to you as well. Potato gifted subs to Matanui and Sharky Ann. Sharky Ann, welcome to the Cat Gang, and thank you as well for making such a great game and for hanging out with us. Potato, thank you for both of those subs. Dodgeless Angie, thank you for gifting a sub to Bella Ballerina. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Thank you so much, Angie. Going Ghost, thank you for the 3. Freakmal for the 1 year. Happy anniversary. Hypothetical Django, thank you so much for the 1 year as well. Happy anniversary to you. I haven't been able to catch a stream in a while. I'm glad I was able to pop in today. I'll be attending Western Oregon. That is my alma mater. I hope you love it. I hope you enjoy it there. Renee the Bat and Prod Mage, both of you, welcome to the Cat Gang. Thank you so much. Tomlinson gifted a sub to Ken. Ken, I don't know if you're still here, but welcome back to the Cat Gang, my dude. Tomlinson, thank you very much for that. Faranox, thank you so much for subscribing. Doctor Who for the 27. Dicig for the 17. Asian J for the 1 year. Happy anniversary. Stumped Gamers, thank you again for the raid. I appreciate it. And thank you again to anybody who stuck around from that raid. 14 Mystic Dildos, thank you very much for the biddies. And anonymous gifter gifted subs to Meta World Gleesh, Young Tom Servo, Mad Murdoch, Phantom Toll Booth, and Miss Spaghetti. All of you, welcome to the Cat Gang. Be sure there's no one to thank because it was anonymous gifter. So whoever you are, thank you. You're lovely. I appreciate it. Welcome to the Cat Gang, all of you. Graffiti Queen, thank you for gifting a sub to Subco. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Thank you, Graffiti Queen. 14 Mystic Dildos gave us a bunch more biddies. Thank you so much. Omzi, thank you for the 7 months. Bower Power for subscribing. Potato for the biddies. Potato also gifted subs to Zorvan, Grace, Melcandor, Matthew1297, and Devious Dakota. All of you, welcome to the Cat Gang. Be sure to thank Potato, Puhtahtoe, in chat for those. Thank you, dude. And Angie, thank you so much for more biddies, for showing us a fun new game to play. Yeah, it wound up being great, right? Super fun. Yeah. Perfect. You guys are lovely. We are going to raid if they're still live. Wait, I'll check if they're still live. Hold on. S1N3N. Are they still live? We're gonna check. S1N3N. Oh, good. Chrome is crashing. I love that this always happens. Well, I'll make sure. I'll make sure. I'll make sure that, oh, there we go. They are live. Okay. This is a lovely friend of Lou's, who he has said would just be tickled pink to have some awesome, positive, loving vibes in his chat tonight. So I think that we are the perfect vessel for that, for good vibes, right? So go send some love. And have a fantastic day. Thank you all so much. Bye-bye.